Good. Oh, wait, can you hear me? Can you hear me this whole time? Oh, I hope not. But anyway, good morning, everybody. This is Seagull the Scout coming to you live with Nier Replicant. Oh, it's so nice to be back. I feel like I started the last stream the exact same way, but you know what? It's worth it. It's needed. You know why? About a week ago, I came back from my 2-week break, which was only supposed to be a week and a half, and I did some Ace Attorney despite just coming off of some illness. And it was fun. I loved it. It was very, very fun. And then I came here, and we're sick again. Oh, I didn't come here and we were sick again. I came back, and then I was sick again. And I've been gone. So basically, I don't know. I'm getting my words mixed up. But the point is, I've been gone for like a month, pretty much. I did do one stream during that, but only the one. And it's very unfortunate. I hated being gone. It was horrible. I mostly just sat around, laying around, doing nothing, coughing all day. Played some Arca Raiders, that was fun. But I really wanted to be here. So we're here today, and I'm going to try and do this to be a long stream, because all the plans I had for stream, which I had many for when I came back, are out the window now. I can't do them. So for now, we're going to try and do a long stream every day this week, because I should be able to do that this week. So, with that being said, let's hop into it so I can actually do stuff while talking. Where did my save file go? Oh, there it is. I didn't see it continue. Now, last time, what did we do last time? Oh, yes, the little A we see with the flower on our save file is there because we completed Route A last time. Oh, big achievement, big achievement. So now we're going into Route B, and just like I said many times during Route A, I'm not going to grind for materials. On or off stream, it's horrible in this game. I know, it's horrible. So
interacted with Kaine.
Hey, Emil. We start from here, by the way.
Something from my past.
Like 66% of the way through the
My
game.
mind has been confusing her with my sister this whole time.
Oh, hot. Oh god.
Anyway.
Oh, I know. It's wonderful. Oh, what's not wonderful though is I just tried to take a sip from my tea, but I literally just took it off the kettle. So now my tongue's gonna be burned for the rest of the day, and probably tomorrow too. That's fine. Anyway, what was I saying? Right, we start here. We start from after doing Emil's mansion bit, so we don't get to replay that, unfortunately. I mean, to be fair, I don't really like the camera too much, but I like the vibes. Also, here's the big change in Route B, the first of the 2 big changes. There are now story sections in the game, visual novel sections in the game, outside of the forest. It's wonderful. These ones are not canonically happening, like the characters aren't singing the words. These are just stories, and they have music to go with them. So I'm gonna close my tea, so I don't take another sip of that. And I'm gonna turn up the volume a little bit, because I had it way down. And then we're gonna start reading. The sound of rain filled the village. The steep cliffs that surrounded the area magnified the sound, causing even the slightest drizzle to rattle like a thunderstorm. Thin wisps of smoke streamed from huts as the villagers huddled in their homes and waited out the rain. A single child, however, had braved the downpour and was now wandering slowly toward the wooden, hawk-shaped weather vane at the center of town. The wanderer reached the vane, which had existed for as long as any could remember, and stared. The child's face was simultaneously delicate and fierce, like a teacup that had survived a shipwreck. Those traits combined with pale white skin to give the face an almost sexless quality. If the beak turns east, I go home. If it stays west, then I... Child blinked. Rain slowly dripped down the young one's short hair and began its long descent to the ground. Come on! Come on! The child felt a slight breeze and watched as the vane slowly creaked to life, spinning this way and that for a moment. It finally settled with the beak pointed firmly to the east. You've been struggling with this drawing for a couple weeks? I know, I've been struggling too, but that's mostly because I've been sick. East? Really? Before the vane could move again, a jagged rock came spinning and tumbling through the air, striking home against the child's head. The force of the blow dropped the child to the ground as a hail of stones began to fall all around. Oh no, they found me. A heartbreaking smile crept across the child's face as the stones continued their assault. Through the rain, the sound of multiple footsteps grew louder before a voice rang out. Yo-ho, Kaine! The voice belonged to Demo, worst of all the bullies in the area. As Kaine struggled to stand, a final stone came skittering through the mud and bounced her against her foot. Blood oozed from a cut above her eye and blurred her vision, but but she could make out the shapes of Demo and his usual gang of idiots. The boy seemed taken aback for a moment by Kaine's seeming indifference to the blood dripping from her face, but quickly regained his bravado. Oh, hey Noir. Hello, hello. It's been a long time. Oh, you've been trying to make your Goober expressive. Oh, right, Goober's your name of your frog. It took me a second to remember, because it's been a long time since I've been here. What's up, freak? You like the rain? You like getting all wet? Or did you finally decide to run away from home? Though she knew it was futile, Kaine turned to leave. Before she could get more than a few steps, the other children scrambled to surround her, cruelty burning in their eyes. Kaine knew those were not the only eyes on her. The tormentor's parents watched from the safety of their homes. She was attuned to the sensation. It was one she had experienced many times before. While some villagers simply turned a blind eye to the actions of their children, many encouraged it openly. In society ruled by superstition and fear, Kaine was something to be hated, and if possible, destroyed. I didn't say you could leave, freak. Demo's words chewed at her like a worm through an apple. He can't hurt me, she lied to herself. Be strong, be brave. He can't hurt me, he can't hurt me, he can't hurt... Oh look, the little freak is gonna cry? What's wrong? Are you sad that everyone hates you and wants you dead? Kaine prayed for the rain to flood down and carry her away from the world that seemed to have no place for her. But if there were gods, they chose to ignore her. As Demo crept ever closer, the clouds began to thin and the rain slowed. Even the weather hates me. I'm useless. I'm a failure. Oh, you've made 3 whole emotes and they're happy ones. Oh, yeah. I found mine particular character is also a bit difficult to work with, at least in its current state. I have plans to go forward, but obviously I've slowed to a halt on the emote front. I'll get back to work to it now, though. I'm not ill anymore. In fact, I'm feeling rather well. I wish Demo's rock had taken my head off. Kaine couldn't meet Demo's leering gaze. She lowered her eyes and stared at the muddy ground below. The bully moved forward until he was inches away. She could smell the scent of old meat on his breath. The boy grabbed Kaine's face with thick fingers and yanked it upward. She tried to turn away, but he forced her gaze back and jammed his thumb against her eyelid to pry it open. Show me. No. Did you just say no? Demo grinned evilly. You don't say no to me. No one says no to me. Not even taking his attention from Kaine, he called out to his cohorts. Come on, guys, let's give this freak what she deserves. As soon as Demo finished, kicks and blows began to rain down upon Kaine. Demo paused, still grinning, as Kaine curled into a ball and tried to make the pain stop. I don't get you, freak. What you acting like a girl for, huh? Everyone knows what you really are. Kaine ignored the question, choosing instead to stare at the weather vane. Continued to point east, as was supremely confident about the future it had chosen for her. Go home? Yeah, that's a funny joke for someone with dead parents and no home to go to. Freak! Shouted the children. Freak! 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 Kaine closed her eyes and listened to the rain, waiting for the pain to start again. As the clutching hands of the village children closed around her, she bent her mind to the sound of the rain, letting it become her entire world. The rain fell, but the pain never came. Only when the laughter of her tormentors turned to terrified cries did she dare to open a single blood-caked eye. Kaine was shocked to see Demo sprawled on the ground, holding his head and screaming in pain. She could see the blood welling from spaces between his fat, twisted fingers. Oh my god, he's crying. He's actually crying. Deprived of their leader, the other children glanced back and forth between themselves, as if waiting for someone to step forward and take charge. When no savior emerged, they began an uneasy shuffle away from Kaine. But the young girl was the least of their concerns. Instead, their attention was rapt on the ancient woman standing a few feet away. Oh, look at that, 20 stream streak. Good job, good job. Also, what's that email? Let me look at that. Oh, that's a good one. I like that. I love seeing all these emotes you bring in, Noir, because I don't sub to people a lot, so I don't get to see a lot of these, which means not a lot of ideas for me to work with. Anyway, where was I? Right. After struggling for breath for a moment, she finally spoke in a voice thick with rage. Hurts like a bitch, don't it? Now I suggest you scatter before I throw another one. And if any of you little bastards ever touch my Kaine again, I'll do far worse than throw a rock, you can count on it. The old woman crouched down and gently touched the hand Demo was using to cover up the wound. Before he could think to protest, she ground her palm into the wound and twisted back and forth. Ow! He screamed, leaping to his feet. Stop it! What are you doing? Quit whining. Ain't no one ever died from a scratch. You hit me with a rock, you stupid bitch. A big one. That thing could have killed me. The woman shrugged. Death is the best cure for stupid. Demo's face twisted with rage at her words. Locking his eyes on Kaine, he took a step backward and spat on the ground. Get out! Leave the village! No one wants you here, either of you! Seeing the old woman grab another stone, Demo and his companions turned tail and ran. As they fled, the old woman grabbed her side and barked out a single laugh. Ha! Look at the fat boy go! Guess he's healthy enough to run from a fight. The woman's smile faded as she turned her attention to Kaine. Kneeling down, she removed her shawl and placed it around the young girl's shoulders, then produced a cloth from the fold of her dress and began blotting the blood at her forehead. Oh, Kaine, she said, why didn't you fight back? You're stronger than that lot. The words of her grandmother stung Kaine, and she turned away. Don't be nice to me, she said. I don't deserve it. Nothing matters anymore. Her tears, held in check for so long, finally began to fall on the muddy ground below. Everyone hates me. They think I cause bad things to happen. They think I'm a freak. I wish I was dead. As Kaine's tears turned to sobs, she felt her grandmother's hands on her shoulders. Despite her advanced age and diminutive size, she was a woman of surprising strength, and Kaine found herself unable to turn away. Don't talk like that, girl. It's a river wide and deep that flows between the realms of this world and the next, and it grants no mercy to any that attempt to cross it. You got a duty to fight until your last breath. Understand? The old woman tightened her grip and tried to still the tremor in her voice. You know the pain of losing someone close to you, Kaine. You know it because you survived it. As the words hit home, Kaine was struck by the force of her love for the old woman. As a young child, she didn't even know of her grandmother, but when her parents died, the woman quickly accepted her as her own. Grandma, as Kaine called her, was cunning, vulgar, and quick to violence, and their first few years together had not been easy. But with each year that passed, Kaine and her grandmother had grown closer. However, it was only now, sitting in the mud with tears and blood caking her face, that Kaine truly understood the depths of her affection. Here was a woman who had seen hard times, who had seen death, who had fought through all these things and somehow emerged on the other side. If anyone could understand Kaine's pain and loneliness, it was her. Do I make you sick, Grandma? Of course not, don't be an ass. Kaine drew her grandmother's moth-eaten shawl around her body and shuddered. But my body, it's not normal. If I was normal, then Mom and Dad wouldn't— Hush, interrupted Grandma. I'll not hear another word of this nonsense. You're my granddaughter, and I love you. If folks have a problem with that, they can just go to hell. With that, the old woman reached out and placed a wreath of dried flowers in Kaine's hair. The skill it took to bend the flowers without breaking the stems or losing a single petal was remarkable, and the beauty of it made Kaine want to cry all over again. Oh my gosh, these are lunar tears! Grandma, you made this for me? Lunar tears were legendary flowers. Most people could live their entire lives without ever seeing one, and yet her grandmother had somehow collected a dozen or more. Kaine reached up and touched the wreath as if she couldn't believe it was real. Where did you find these? Just stumbled on them while I was out doing the shopping. The old woman turned away as she spoke, leading Kaine to suspect that the search had been more difficult than she was letting on. The pains she took to construct this ornament, let alone track down the flowers used in its construction, made Kaine's heart hurt. She reached up and gently adjusted the wreath, admiring the way it felt between her fingers. Didn't quite turn out right, said her grandmother as she squinted at it. These old hands have trouble with delicate work, but it sure looks good on a pretty girl like you. Kaine blushed and turned away. You think I'm pretty? Course you are. What a fool thing to say. Thank you, Grandma. Her grandmother smiled. We're gonna be fine, you and me, she said. Long as we got each other, we'll be just fine. Kaine took her grandmother's hand in hers, and the two of them struggled to their feet. As they began the long walk home, Kaine gripped the hand with all her might, as if trying to stop smoke from drifting away on the wind. The rain had stopped. Kaine soon stood beneath the weather vane, watching it spin in lazy circles, no longer caring about the direction it faced when it stopped. I don't need to escape. I have a home now. Grandma loves me, and that's enough. Even if it's us against the world. Kaine let her gaze drift up past the vane and into the cloudy sky. The last faint hints of the rainbow were slowly fading. As she turned and headed for home, the light scattered into a million particles and vanished, seemingly taken away on the breeze. In the distance, Kaine heard the steady sounds of an axe striking wood. The noise had a purposeful quality to it, as if she was hearing a master woodsman go about his work. The firewood being produced, however, was as far from a work of art as could be. Pieces of every shape and size were being flung about a barren yard with wild abandon. Anybody trying to stack such wood would probably die of frustration before the job was through. "Stupid piece of shit axe!" Kaine's grandmother flailed away with the axe, filling the air with both splinters of wood and words that would make even the most hardened sailor blush. "Grandma!" called Kaine. "That's you, Kaine!" yelled the old woman, taking her eyes off the wood for a moment. "Don't get too close or I might take your goddamn foot off by mistake." She brought the axe down on a piece of wood, sending chips flying in every direction. One spun past Kaine close enough for her to hear the whistle, at which point she decided to step back. Once she'd scuttled to a safe distance, she cupped her hands around her mouth and shouted, "Grandma! Do you need help? I can get you water, or lunch, or, a new axe or something." The axe, poised to strike another wobbly blow, paused in midair. The old woman considered her granddaughter's offer for a moment, then smiled. "Tell you what, since I'm doing such a piss-poor job at chopping, why don't you come here and take over so I can go get the water? Shades have been restless lately, and I don't want you running into one of them bastards." Relinquishing the axe, her grandmother picked up the long pole with a wooden bucket on either end. Gathering water was by far the most difficult of the two jobs, but Kaine knew better than to complain. Once Grandma's mind was set, there was no changing it. "Oh, back on your PC, how nice." Kaine did her best to help with chores, but Grandma took every task that required travel to the village. Though she had a long list of plausible excuses, Kaine knew the real reason. She didn't want her granddaughter to be taunted and harassed by the villagers. Once Kaine moved in, Grandma decided to take up residence a good distance from the area. Out of sight, out of mind seemed to be the best policy when it came to the villagers and her granddaughter, and rare were the days when any but the two of them could be found on the rocky acre of land they called home. Kaine enjoyed the solitude, but harbored a secret resentment that her grandmother was forced to spend her golden years in such a place. After watching her grandmother leave, Kaine turned her attention to the task at hand. She had never chopped wood before in her life, and soon discovered why the old woman hated the chore. Swing after swing of the axe produced only a tiny crack in the wood, and when she finally managed to connect it with a solid strike, the tool embedded itself in the log and refused to budge. "Oh, you're no longer in pain? Oh, were you sitting in a odd spot?" Frustrated, Kaine swung the axe around her head and threw it, log and all, across the yard. Damn it! Crap. She suddenly understood the joy her grandmother felt in her good curse. Happier now, she picked up the axe, forced it from the wood, and resumed chopping. She had a natural skill with a blade, but the task was challenging, and blisters soon began to form on her small pink hands. "This is tough, and my logs are all weird sizes." Spitting on the palms and ignoring the pain, Kaine redoubled her efforts. Just as she was developing a rhythm, Grandma returned from the village. Setting down her buckets with a small sigh, she took one look at the logs and coughed out a wheezy laugh. "Heh, pretty clumsy, girl. You better practice if you..." Her grandmother suddenly collapsed to her knees, causing one of the buckets to wobble precariously. Eyes wide, Kaine dropped the axe and ran to her grandmother's side. "Grandma!" The old woman shook her head and pointed a trembling finger at the bucket. "Get the bucket. Can't let it spill." Kaine steadied the bucket with a foot as she knelt by her grandmother. A small bit of water sloshed over the side and made a new home in the hem of her dress, but Kaine didn't notice. "Oh, Cosmo had your only chair, so you were standing. Oh, okay." Grandma? Grandma, what's happening?" Crazed with panic, she grabbed her grandmother by the shoulders and shook. After a moment, the woman lifted her arms and batted Kaine away. "Stop that! Just stop!" she cried, breathing heavily. "It ain't like I'm dying. Just tired from the trip is all." Kaine desperately wanted to believe her, but one look at the old woman's shaking hands and worn face told her more than words ever could. Her grandmother had lived a long, hard life, and it seemed the bill was finally coming due. The time when her grandmother watched over Kaine was ending. Sooner than either of them had feared, their positions would be reversed. The next morning, Kaine came to the side of her grandmother's bed and took her wrinkled hand. "Grandma, you're sick, and you need medicine. I'll go to the village." The woman shook her head and tried to rise, but Kaine gently pushed her down. "It's all right. I'll be fine." Her grandmother fixed her with a gaze that could melt steel. After what seemed like an eternity, she finally lowered her eyes and sighed. "Well, I don't like it, goddammit. But I guess I should quit being so stubborn and let you grow up." The old woman watched as Kaine strapped on her boots and made her way down the road to the village. Hours later, as an unseen sun made its way across a dark and rainy sky, she was still watching. Kaine moved at a brisk pace, checking her pockets every few minutes to make sure the money her grandmother gave her was still there. Every noise caused her to spin on her heels, making sure she wasn't stalked by a shade, or worse, Demo and his gang. But she encountered neither tormentors nor shades, and Kaine finally found herself at the entrance to the village. A few adults she could see glanced sideways at her, then muttered to each other behind raised hands before slinking away into the shadows. Her heart racing, Kaine took a series of rapid, shallow breaths and tried to calm herself. "I have to prove myself. I have to help Grandma. I have to be strong." She chanted those words to herself over and over as she slowly made her way. Finally, her eyes settled on a rotund older woman who was angrily waving her arms in the air and telling anyone who would listen exactly what she thought of Kaine's presence. "Hey, lady," said Kaine with a bravado she did not feel. "Where's the apothecary?" The woman's flabby cheeks shook in bewildered anger. "How dare this thing speak to me?" they seemed to say. But Kaine saw that her eyes held a different emotion. Fear. "Yeah, we're both scared, lady. Trust me on this one." "Which way?" Kaine repeated. The woman pointed at a small building to her right before hitching up her dress and stumbling off in the other direction. Kaine cringed, expecting a stone to come flying from the assembled crowd, but none came. Her mind was filled with a strange sense of pride as she made her way to the apothecary. But a new emotion had taken a little time to take root, for as soon as she opened the door, she noticed a familiar customer at the counter. It was Demo. He'd clearly been sent here on some kind of family errand because his gang of followers were nowhere to be found. What are you doing here, freak?" The insult was delivered without force. Kaine happily ignored it. Stretching on her tiptoes to see over the counter, she asked the shopkeeper for the medication. "Ha! That old bitch finally keel over? Go to hell, Demo." "Oh, that was Kaine. Go to hell, Demo." The boy's eyes grew so wide they seemed ready to fall out of his head. But before he could let fly a comeback, or worse, a punch, the apothecary told him to knock it off before he kicked them out of the store. Demo slunk out of the shop, cursing Kaine under his breath. Once he was gone, she allowed herself to breathe once more, taking a brief tour of the shop while the owner prepared her medication. Countless tiny bottles filled the cramped store, each with a label written in some indecipherable language. An ocean of aromas assaulted her nose, creating a scent that was exotic, but not altogether unpleasant. Seeing such a variety of supplies gave Kaine a sense of peace. Surely in a world so vast there would be a place that she called home. On the far wall behind the counter rested a portrait of a stunning young girl. The picture had once contained bright, vibrant colors, but time had worked its cruel magic, and they were beginning to fade. The beauty of the work, however, remained undiminished. "Huh, you like that picture?" Kaine turned to find the apothecary with a small vial of medicine in his hand. His eyes were gentle but sad, and they seemed to stare through her and into nothing as he spoke. "That's my daughter. I sketched it when she was just a little girl. She's been dead for a long time now." Kaine didn't know how to respond. She just stared at the portrait and tried to come up with the right words. "Pictures are a wonderful thing," continued the shopkeeper. "They let the ones closest to you live on forever." He shook his head slightly, then looked down at Kaine and smiled. Handing her the medicine, he reached into his sizable green apron and produced a handful of old wax crayons. "You should have these. There's no one left I wish to draw." Kaine took an instinctive step back, causing the shopkeeper's face to darken. "Yes, I've heard the rumors about you," he said. "It's a small village and word travels quickly. Between you and me, I'm not sure which of them to believe, but I also don't think they mattered much. I know your grandmother Kali, and I think the way she was driven out of this town is just deplorable." "Grandmother's name is Kali?" thought Kaine suddenly. She was still mulling this new fact over in her mind as he reached out and gently took the crayons from the apothecary's hands. "Your grandmother is an old friend of mine," he said as Kaine scooted away yet again, "and I owe her much. I wager she'd like it if you drew a picture of her. Yes, I think she would like that very much." Kaine murmured a quiet agreement, but inside her heart was bursting. Never before had a villager treated her with anything but complete contempt. It was a tiny, almost imperceptible step, but it was a step nonetheless, and with enough tiny steps she might one day discover the rest of the world. When Kaine returned home, she found her grandmother asleep in her bed. Her feet were blackened and raw, even bleeding a bit in places, leading Kaine to think that she'd been pacing around the room until exhaustion finally caught up with her. She placed the medicine by her grandmother's pillow and turned to leave, but found the old woman's hands clasped around her arm. "Back already, are you?" asked her grandmother with a yawn. "Oh, come here, let me have a look at you." Grandma sat up and examined Kaine from head to toe. Finally satisfied that nothing terrible had befallen her grandchild, she leaned back and allowed herself to relax. "Well, how was it? Those bastards give you any trouble?" "It was kind of fun," said Kaine with a small smile. "No, seriously, it was." "Fun, eh?" asked her grandmother in a voice which implied she believed anything but. "Uh-huh, so anytime you need me to run an errand, just let me know." As she spoke, Kaine removed the crayons from her pocket. After a brief explanation of their source, she informed her grandmother that she was going to sketch her portrait. "A portrait of me? Ridiculous. No one wants to stare at a wrinkled old crone." "But, Grandma, it'll make you live forever." "Horse shit," said her grandmother, throwing back the sheet from her bed. "Living forever would just piss me off. Now put those crayons away and help with dinner." But Kaine would not relent, and in the end, Grandma found herself leaning against the wall of their house as if posing for a master artist. Kaine took up the crayons, eyed her subject carefully, and set to work. Just as her grandmother was about to nod off, Kaine finished the piece. After staring at it for a bit, she released it from her grip and let it slowly drift to the floor. "It's terrible. It doesn't look like you at all." "I'm sorry, Grandma. I thought these crayons would, make drawing easy or something." The old woman's eyes narrowed at her granddaughter's disappointment. "Let me be the judge of that," she said, ignoring the pain in her back and reaching for the paper. The sketch could have been a person's face. It also could have been a boulder, a lump of clay, or an incredibly misshapen loaf of bread, all rendered in a chaotic array of colors. The old woman stared at the picture for a long time, and slowly wheezed out a laugh. Oh, Kaine," she said between laughter, "you truly are my blood. You're as clumsy as me and I love it. But, hush, I won't hear any more bull about how ugly you think it is. It came from the heart, and I'll always treasure it." True to her word, the old woman gave the picture a place of honor above the kitchen table. In the days that followed, Kaine would often catch her staring at the portrait with a strange smile on her face, an action she interpreted as silent, mocking laughter. A week later, Kaine could stand it no more and asked her grandmother to take the artwork down. "Posh!" said the old woman. "I'll take this down when they roll me in my shroud." She pondered this for a bit, then turned to Kaine and dropped to one knee. "Listen to me, girl. Seeing this picture makes me happy in a way I've never felt before. And it makes me want to go on, so that someday you can feel the same happiness." It was a moment that burned itself into Kaine's memory. A perfect blend of pride and love and joy that all came together to form a lifelong remembrance. He swore to never forget this moment, to never forget the old woman who had made her place in the world possible. Time moves on. People and memories move in and out of life like ghosts passing through a hall. But this moment will be different, Kaine swore, because I will remember it forever. Forever. Kaine listened to the sound of crackling firewood and stared at the black object on her plate. She'd been pushing around the food disc for a good 10 minutes, pushing around the wooden disc for a good 10 minutes, ignoring the bemused stare of her grandmother. Finally, she summoned her courage and gave the object a brief sniff. A sharp, bitter scent flew up her nostrils and made its home there, causing her face to twist with disgust. "Grandma, I can't believe you want me to eat a bug." The old woman threw some more wood under the cooking pot and snorted. "It's no bug, you fool girl, it's a berry." Why the hell I'd be feeding you bugs? Yeah, well, it sure looks like a bug. And I think it's burnt or something because it smells terrible. With that, Kaine held her nose and threw the berry in her mouth, chewing as little as possible. Oh, yeah, that's terrible, all right. Why, you little brat, laughed the old woman. Look at the sass on you. You've been spending too much time with me, and that's a fact. 5 years had passed since the moment when Kaine's grandmother saved her from the bullies. Oh, that's older than I thought. As is often the way with two stubborn people, their relationship had grown in fits and starts, but moved forward all the same. Meals that used to be somber affairs were now filled with laughter and hurled abuse in equal measure. Kaine could not remember a time when she had been happier. As the years went by, Kaine started to shoulder more and more of the daily responsibilities. Her grandmother's legs grew weaker by the day, and she could no longer do many of the chores she used to take for granted. And so this morning found Kaine lacing up her work boots with breakfast and a burned berry rolling through her belly. "Where are you going today?" asked Grandma suddenly. Kaine looked up, surprised. The old woman rarely asked for specifics anymore. I was gonna check out the kelma trees and see if they were ripe. I thought we could make some jam or something. Oh, and I'm gonna pick up some flagstones, so I need to take the wheelbarrow." "Flagstones? What the hell for?" Kaine stared at her grandmother, then held out an arm and swept it around their home. Constructed mostly of cloth, rope, and rubble, the old place sagged like a boxer in the final round. "Grandma, I'm not sure what voice I give Kaine at the moment, because she's supposed to be older now. Grandma, a dying cat could shoot through this house. I'm going to build a stone wall so he has some protection." The old woman laughed, exposing her toothless grin to the world. "God damn, girl, if a bunch of thieves want to ransack this old place, let 'em come. We got nothing worth stealing anyway." "I'm not worried about thieves. I'm worried about shades. People saw one west of the village yesterday." The old woman tilted her head and stared at her granddaughter. "Well, shoot. I don't know why you had to do it today. We can worry about it some other..." "Grandma, no. If I don't go to the kelma trees, we won't eat tonight. You know that." A confused expression passed across the old woman's face, and for a moment she was a small child lost at a carnival. Yes," she said after a bit. "Yes, of course, you're right. I'm sorry, Kaine. Lately, it seems my mind is..." She didn't finish the thought, instead walking over to her nightstand and gently taking the wreath of lunar tears from the drawer. The flower's petals had aged to a brilliant whiteness, and Kaine thought it was more beautiful now than the day she first received it. "You're gonna be a true woman soon," Grandma said as she placed the flowers in the girl's hair. "So that means less chatter about shades and building defensive walls, and more talk about how beautiful you've become." Annoyed, Kaine reached up to remove the garland, but the look on her grandmother's face stopped her hand. "You're a beautiful thing," said the old woman, "and there ain't another like you in all the world. I'm very proud of you." "Okay, Grandma, that's enough goddamn compliments for one day." "Shut your mouth on you! Where did you get that from?" "Gee, I wonder." "I'll teach you to sass me, girl," yelled Grandma. Suddenly she lurched forward and grabbed Kaine by the ears, pulling her around the room with a crazed grin on her face. "Grandma!" yelled Kaine in a quaking voice. "Grandma, stop it! What the hell?" The old woman stared at her and blinked, and slowly held her wrinkled hand out as if it was the first time she had ever seen them. Oh, I don't know what happened there. I'm sorry, girl. Sometimes my mind just..." Kaine thought the look on her grandmother's face was the most heartbreaking thing she had ever seen. "Listen, maybe I should stay home after all." "No, I won't have you stay here to keep an eye on an old codger like me. You go get your fruit and your wall and whatnot. I'll be fine. And when you come back, I'll have a nice grasshopper dinner waiting for you." Kaine rolled her eyes and kissed her grandmother on the forehead and made ready to depart, trying desperately to ignore the worry that was gnawing at the walls of her heart. Kaine could feel the old woman's eyes watching her as she moved down the path. Don't turn around, she told herself, but in the end the temptation was too great. She spun on her heel for one final look and saw a small, bent woman standing in front of a ramshackle hut with a sad expression on her face. Gods, she looks so old now. It's like the wind could reach down and just carry her away. Kaine worried about her grandmother all day, causing her work to suffer. What little fruit she could collect was tossed carelessly into the wheelbarrow, and she could only find a couple of stones before losing interest in the project. Finally, as dusk approached, she decided to call it a day. Cursing herself for lack of focus, Kaine pushed the nearly empty wheelbarrow back down the path. As she crested the final hill, she suddenly froze in place. The wheelbarrow fell from her fingers and collapsed on its side, sending a few pieces of wrinkled brown fruit rolling down the hill. Her gaze was transfixed by a thick, black cloud that hovered just overhead. Tracing its path with a finger, Kaine suddenly felt her stomach knot in on itself. No! Oh gods, no! Her grandmother's house was ablaze, the flames licking up as if trying to touch the sky itself. Grandma? Grandma! Kaine ran then, faster than she had ever moved in her life. Once she tripped on a stone and went sprawling into the rocky ground. She leapt to her feet and continued running, unmindful of the blood that spilled from her wounded hands and knees. As she got closer and closer, Kaine's mind began to race in time with her footfalls. It's too dark. It's too dark. Not just fire. Can't be fire. Too much smoke. I gotta save her. Gotta save her. She burst into the front yard and came to a sudden halt. Her worst suspicions confirmed. The smoke from the fire was mingling with the thick, inky blackness of an enormous shade. The massive creature supported itself on 3 twisted feet and achieved balance through means of a large, armored tail. Scales, horns, and claws sprouted from its body in random, chaotic patterns, giving it the appearance of a lizard designed by some insane god. Seeing Kaine, it let out a roar and flicked its tail, sending small whirlwinds spinning through the yard. For a moment, the creature retreated into a shimmering, inky blackness, as if her mind was unable to comprehend that such a thing could actually exist. But then the smell hit her, a blend of rotted meat and excrement, and the horror became real once more. The creature bellowed again, and this time Kaine responded with a scream of her own. "All right, you bastard!" she thought as her scream echoed off the high cliffs around them. "It's you or me, let's go!" The shade eyed Kaine with bemused interest. Then it began looking from her to the house and back again, as if urging her to look at the destruction it had so gleefully wrought. With dread building in her heart, Kaine glanced toward the house. Through the smoke and flame, she spotted a small figure struggling to escape the ruins. "Grandma!" At the sound of her voice, the old woman began waving frantically. "She's alive!" thought Kaine. "Alive!" Kaine's legs sprang to life as she raced across the yard toward the flaming wreckage of the house. Before she could advance more than a few steps, the shade opened its mouth and let out a roar powerful enough to uproot trees and send them flying. The blast sent Kaine tumbling through the air before smashing her against the rocky earth. Stars danced in front of her eyes as she tried to remember how her legs worked. "Get up! Get up! Get up! Get up! Get up! Get up! Get up now!" As Kaine struggled to her feet, the shade stomped toward the house and pinned her grandmother to the ground with the tip of a claw. The old woman struggled to move the claw from her stomach, but she might as well have been pushing a mountain. She coughed briefly, sending a small spray of blood into the air, then collapsed to the ground, her energy spent. Kaine lurched to her feet, only to fall back to the earth with a gasp. Her ankles were on fire. One or both of them were surely broken. Ignoring the pain that screamed through her body, she began dragging herself across the ground, leaving a drunken trail of dust and blood in her wake. "Grandma, hold on. Just a little longer." Her grandmother's face was turning blue, her eyes rolling back until only the whites were exposed. Kaine pulled herself across the ground with maddening slowness, the distance seeming to increase with every second that passed. A shade glanced between the two women and flicked out its tongue, its giant mouth turning up at the corners. Short, panting breaths blekked from somewhere deep inside its core. "Bastard! Laughing at us!" She had no idea how such a mindless creature could experience emotion, but there could be no doubt the shade was taking joy in their suffering. "Yeah, I see your plan." The shade moved its claw slightly, allowing Grandma to breathe again. It was clearly keeping her alive, only to snuff out her life when Kaine was close enough to touch her. "I'm gonna kill this bastard." Summoning all her strength, Kaine rose to her feet. There was a sickening snap from her right ankle as the foot twisted backward, but she forced it from her mind and began to hobble toward the monster. Pulling a small knife from the pouch at her waist, she leapt on the foot that pinned her grandmother and plunged the weapon deep. "Give her back!" she screamed. "Give her back to me!" It was like stabbing a rock. After a few swipes, the knife broke at the hilt with a dull snap. Shade pointed and panted laughter again, then raised its tail and sent it rushing through the air toward the young girl that was latched to its foot. Kaine never stood a chance. The tail struck her square in the chest and sent her crashing into the burning wreckage of the home. As she lay on the ground with blood pouring from multiple wounds, a small, weak voice spoke up. "Kaine?" Kaine's vision blurred. but she forced herself to focus on the sound. Finally, her eyes cleared enough for her to make out her grandmother's hands reaching out to her through the smoke. Grandma? Kaine, you gotta run. You can't best this one. Kaine grabbed the hand and held on with all her strength. Grandma, come on, we have to go! The old woman coughed loudly. One of her hands, slick with blood, slipped from Kaine's grasp and thumped to the ground below. Grandma, no, no! I said run, goddammit! You have to live. You have to get through. The thought would stay forever unfinished. Before she could say another word, the shade's clawed foot descended, smashing through the remains of the roof and down upon the shattered figure of the old woman. Blood oozed from the gap in the creature's toes as the terrible, putrid smell assaulted Kaine's nose once again. She stared at the foot, dumbfounded, convinced that what she was seeing could not possibly be real. When the creature finally lifted its appendage, all that remained underneath was a twisted, unrecognizable mass of rubble and red. Her grandmother was gone. Kaine blinked, trying to feel the hands which had been in hers just a moment before. For a fleeting instant, she could remember the warmth of that embrace, the trembling of her fingers, but then the sensation drifted away on the breeze and was gone. Memories flashed through Kaine's mind, one after the other, faster and faster until he became a meaningless jangle of noise. Kaine screamed then, a thunderous sound that echoed off the cliffs and seemed to roll away forever. The shade eased forward, black ichor pouring from its mouth and dissolving into smoke on the ground below. The earth shook with every step as it crept toward its prey. Kaine's body slowly rose as if controlled by a mad puppet master. Her arms and legs were bent at impossible angles, her head lolled dangerously to the side, yet somehow she managed to stand. Staring at the shade, her eyes began to glow with a deep red fire. The creature, so confident just moments before, took a slow, hesitant step backward, trying to discern if this broken human could possibly pose a threat. Kaine seized the moment, laughing like a madwoman. She leapt into the air and plunged the shattered hilt of her knife deep into the leg of the shade. The shade shook Kaine off like a fly, sending her crashing onto the earth once more. Her chest rose and fell slowly, as if a great weight were resting on it. Moist sounds of pain echoed through her mind. Something warm and thick oozed from her ears. Is that blood? I think it is. I think I'm bleeding to death. No. Can't die. Grandma told me to live. Deep inside Kaine's mind, something finally broke. The sound, the pain, the smoke and flames, all of it faded away until all that remained was a single incantation repeated over and over again. Kill it! 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 Kill it now! As a spark that was Kaine was slowly began to flicker and die, she felt her desire to kill and desire to live blend into one. The distance between heartbeats grew longer and longer and longer. Oh, and that's where it ends for now. Oh, wow. Well, look at that. We got 45 minutes of story time pretty much right at the start. And they'd leave us on a cliffhanger too. I did not realize they were going to do that. I thought we had like 20 more minutes of that. Okay, hold on. Once we finish this fight, it's time to do more lore dump, because we did not explain the ending of the last ending we did. In fact, last ending, I can hardly remember it. Wow, that was enjoyable. I quite like that. Is my tea cooled down yet? Oh, it is almost. Okay, once we finish this fight, I'm going to try it again. I'm trying not to burn myself. Anyway, hello, worm friend. Well, you're not a friend, but you look like a friend. You're friend-shaped. Now then, this should, in theory, go a bit faster than before, because the enemies, from what I recall, or at least the bosses, don't actually scale to, your level whenever you do the new playthroughs. It's not from what I remember. But then again, I remember in my original playthrough, all of my repeats, I spammed the attack boost consumable because I was going for the speedrun achievements. So maybe it does scale, and I just never realized it. Okay, there we go. All the little ones down. Show me your face, please. Oh, not face yet. Body. Oh, you even figured out how to make Scoobert look scared. Wonderful. Ah, there's his face. And also, it looks like his HP does not scale. How nice. Oh, yeah, the tea's still a bit hot. It takes a long time to cool down when I make so much of it. Yes, we will get a lot more of that one. Because Route B is all about Kaine. It's also a little about Emil as well, to a lesser degree, but it's mostly about Kaine. Now, unfortunately, we don't get to play as Kaine. I assume that was beyond the technical limitations of the time. Not to mention, the development for this game was kind of hell. It really was, because they had to make two. You gotta play a horror game next? Oh yeah. What was he saying? Right, they had to make 2 games in order to make this game come out. Because, when Yoko Taro was talking about... Oh, okay, back into story time. Okay, very brief break. I'm going to finish explaining this. When Yoko Taro wanted to bring Nier over to America, it was not on Xbox, I believe. Was it an Xbox? I believe it was. And he gave them the pitch, because they were still in development. And they went, no, we don't really like that. You see, we don't really think, oh, hey, a bot. I didn't see that until just now. Yeah, the executives over at Microsoft said that they weren't really thinking that the that the brother-sister story was going to sell well in America, and that the little boy also was going to sell well, because video games and video game advertising and video game culture are very different back then, so they might have been right? I mean, at least there was at least enough aspects of the culture to make them have enough of an argument, I guess. The real argument was just having the money. But yeah, he decided that he wanted to get it over here anyways. So he made a compromise, which he would make a different version of the game for North America release, which is Nier Gestalt, which is where you play as Big Papa Nier. And that, having to make 2 games at once was absolutely nightmare. So I assume playing as Kaine was a bit much. Now then, back to story time. This is back to Kaine. Gently, weakly, softly. The shade, sure that its tormentor was dead, turned and stomped off toward the horizon, stopping along the way to bellow one final roar. Couldn't kill it. Shane beyond imagining. Oh, that was Kaine. Couldn't kill it. Shane beyond imagining, Kaine tried to turn her head to the side, but only succeeded in coughing up a huge gout of blood. It was getting difficult to see, and only after a moment of fierce concentration did she realize her left eye was gone. Laughing to herself, she turned her remaining eye to the ruins of her home and noticed a ragged stump of arm resting a few feet away. Yeah, that's mine, she thought with a mad giggle. This is going to make clapping a real bitch. Huh. Oh, ha! Cried a sudden voice from the depths of her mind. Finally gonna die, are ya? Well, you had it coming. Go to hell, Demo, she thought at the unseen assailant. Go to hell before I pluck out your eyes and feed them to a dog. And the voice of her childhood terror evaporated into smoke, only to be replaced by another, more recent voice. Hold still, said the apothecary, materializing from the ruins like a ghost. I want to draw you. That way you can live forever. No, stop. Don't want to live forever. Sadly, you have no games right now that'll actually scare you? Oh, how unfortunate. I want to die right here. I see, he said quietly. Well, if that's what you want. The spectral shopkeeper fluttered in and out of existence for a moment, then produced a piece of paper and sketched quite quickly. After a few seconds, he turned the page to Kaine and smiled. Since you rejected my offer, I decided to draw someone else. It was a picture of her grandmother, real as life. Kaine opened her mouth to thank the man, but stopped as the picture began to blacken in the middle. Before she could say anything, dozens of multi-legged insects began to swarm across the image, tearing at it with sharpened pincers. Stop! No! Don't hurt that picture! Kaine reached out with her remaining arm and waved futilely at the air. To her surprise, the insects fell off the picture into the ground below, where they vanished in tiny, black tendrils of smoke. Relieved, Kaine turned her good eye back to the picture, only to open her mouth in a silent scream. The sketch now showed her grandmother as she truly was, a smashed, unrecognizable lump of nothing. The apothecary smiled and broke into a jolly dance. See that? He cried as he danced his jig. It's perfect now. She looks just like you. Ha ha ha. I look like that? Oh God. Oh God, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. Drowning in despair, Kaine laid her head back in the mud and smoke of her ruined house and waited for the end to come. But just before she let everything go, An unfamiliar voice began whispering in her ear. Ain't you got a wish, sunshine? The voice was vulgar and fierce at the same time, as if insanity had somehow found a way to take form. Kaine wanted to scream as the voice crawled under her skin, but her lungs refused to work. You know, a wish, like a prayer or something. Why don't you get on your knees and start praying to heaven? Please, invisible man in the sky, save me, save me! Ha 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 ha! And they finally resorted to shouting at the voice within her mind. I don't make wishes. They don't come true for me. I'm a curse. A freak. I should be left to die. The other voice boomed in her ears. Oh god, you are the best! Kaine glanced down and saw a black, shiny substance oozing from her legs. She tried to brush it away, but her remaining arm would no longer respond. The substance slowly crept around her feet, and then began moving up toward the rest of her body. Is this death? Is this what it's like? Or is my mind just losing itself? She could feel the slime oozing upward, feeling the hot, searing pain it left in its wake. Whatever else might be happening, she was still alive, and this was real. Come on, said the voice. Let it go. Kaine tried to ignore the voice and concentrate on the pain, but the newcomer would have none of it. Don't ignore me, sunshine. You're ready to give up, ready to die. So why not let me have it? Have what? Your body! Come on, give it to me. Give it to me. I want to stand on the ground, feel the rain, taste the wind. The voice paused as if licking its lips. When it resumed, it was filled with mad, unabated joy. And I want to take your hand and use them to choke the goddamn life out of people. I want to tear their throats and bathe in their blood, just like before. In response, Kaine shifted her head and vomited. The warmth of it crept down her front and mingled with the pain of the encroaching black ooze. Are you a shade? Yeah, maybe. What of it? The slime reached her face, crept up past her nose, and slowly oozed into the socket of her missing eye. The moment it touched her brain, Kaine was struck by the most powerful sensation she'd felt in her life. It was ecstasy. She wanted to scream with delight, but all she could manage was a small, whispered moan. Feels good, don't it? Asked the voice with a chuckle. Yeah, what can I say? I know how to please the ladies. Now give me that body. Come on, give me that body and I'll give you more of this feeling. That's a fair trade. A black lump began to protrude from Kaine's side. As she watched, it grew longer and thicker, eventually taking the form of her missing arm. I can see better, she thought. My eye must be growing back too. The slime reached up to envelop the rest of her face, but she managed to brush it away. Stop, she whispered, marveling at how she regained her voice. Stop! The black ooze hesitated, as if considering this request, then quickly shimmered down her body before disappearing in a cloud of smoke. Ah, what the hell, sunshine? Screamed the voice. We had a deal! I thought you wanted to die. Grandma said, can't die yet. A brief image of her grandmother, bloodied and broken, flashed before her eyes. She saw the shade that had killed her and had heard its mocking voice. Then closed her eyes and forced the image from her mind. Her whole body was quaking with rage. When she opened her eyes again, they burned bright red. That thing took my grandmother. I have to kill it before I die. Kaine glanced down and saw a mysterious pattern. The pattern of the shades burned itself into her left arm. Well, I'll be damned, said the voice cheerfully. Look at that, sunshine. I think you and me are going to be good friends from now. Kaine stared intently at her arm. The more emotional she felt, the more the letter seemed ready to puncture her skin and begin infecting the rest of her body. The arm clearly had a will of its own now. Stop. Gotta stop. Holding her left arm in her right, Kaine took a deep breath and tried to calm herself. Come on, don't fight it, pleaded the voice. Hate's my favorite dish and I'm hungry. Let it go, feel the anger, burn with the fire of revenge, thirst for blood, and then go out there and shut up and get the hell out of my body. Your body? Oh, that's rich, sunshine, real rich. Look, why don't you just up and die so I can have this body all to myself? What do you say? I bet those buddies of yours in the area would love to see you dead. Kaine grabbed a nearby shard of glass and tried to saw the shade-infected portion of her side. Before she could, the darkened left arm grabbed her right wrist, crushing it. Kaine screamed and dropped the shard to the sound as the sound of bone crunching on bone filled the air. Ha ha ha! Stupid idiot girl. You're possessed now, Sunshine, and there ain't no going back. The voice laughed again, a loud, long wail that seemed to go on without end. Possessed? Whispered Kaine. Yeah, possessed. You and me, we got what you might call a timeshare arrangement. Remember how folks used to think you were a freak? Well, wait till they get a load of you now. Kaine looked up, tears in her eyes. The sky seemed smaller somehow, darker. Is this because of that shade? Is this how they see the world? So, listen, heard the voice. I know this whole possession thing seems a bit sudden, but it ain't all bad. There's plenty in it for you, too. I'm a very powerful creature, Sunshine, and now that power belongs to you. You got enemies? People you want to kill? I can make it happen. That little fat kid who kept picking on you? That big old shade who squashed your granny? We'll wrap them up in their own assholes. No more abuse for you, Sunshine. No more pain. Wait, said Kaine. You're a shade. Why would you help me kill another shade? What, you think I'm some kind of racist? Some killing snob? I don't give a goddamn who you murder, Brownie Pants. I just want to drink from the well. Kaine considered this as she struggled to her feet, the power of the shade coursing through her. The smoke from her house was drifting away with the wind, and she enjoyed the way the cool evening breeze felt on her new left arm. After a long pause, the voice spoke up again. So, how about it? You and me? We could have some good times together. Look, I'll even take care of the bloody parts if you don't want— Fuck off, asshole, muttered Kaine. I'll handle the killing. Ha 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 ha! Screamed the voice. Look at you go! Oh, Sunshine, we're gonna have so much fun. So listen, my name's Tyrion, and if you ever need me, I'll just be hanging out in this piece of meat you call a heart. Now get to it! The more you kill, the more your heart turns rotten and sour. And I like rotten and sour. Kaine found herself nodding at the voice. Yeah, she said. Yeah, I think this can work. I'm gonna find that shade. I'm gonna strangle it with my own guts. And when I'm done, I'm gonna do the same to you, Tyrion. You can count on it. Ha! Laughed Tyrion. I've shit bigger than you, so good luck with that. Oh, and hey, one more thing. Right now, you and me are sharing this body. But if you ever run out of hate, if you ever, go soft, then I'm gonna take over everything. So keep on killing, Sunshine, and watch your back. The voice grew fainter and gradually faded away, heading to somewhere deep inside Kaine herself. Kaine waited until she was sure the voice was gone, and waved her new left arm around a few times. It feels perfectly normal, she thought. It feels like mine. Desperately, she began poking and prodding at the new limb, determined to find something wrong with it. She didn't want it to feel normal. That would mean the creature inside her had already won. I am not a shade. I am Kaine. Repeating this mantra in her mind, she slowly began digging through the rubble of her house, being careful to ignore a certain red-stained spot in this corner. Finally, after what seemed like an eternity of heartbreaking work, she found what she was looking for. It was the wreath of lunar tears. Though it had been through hell and back, the garland's petals were bright as ever. Kaine started to place it in her hair, and slowly lowered the wreath and stared at it. I'm sorry, Grandma. I'm so sorry. But I don't deserve to wear this anymore. I'm possessed, corrupted, a freak. And this time, I don't think there's any going back. Holding the flowers to her heart, Kaine fell to the ground and sobbed. As night gradually lightened to dawn, and the people of the area rose to their daily lives, she remained in that position, as if tears could somehow wash away the horror that now infected her world.
Alive. Stay alive. Stay alive.
Grandma.
Kaine, you gotta live. You gotta come back to us.
And that is the end of the story time. Wow. Not just 40 minutes, basically a whole hour. That was great. I'm gonna let the cutscene play out before I start talking, because I want to drink my tea while this is happening.
Hey.
Back to phone jail? How unfortunate. Yes, I'm just gonna be chugging this tea while this cutscene plays. Nope, sorry, I had to talk. I know I said this exact same thing last time we saw this cutscene, but I do love this.
You were the one calling me.
This means a lot to Emil.
Weren't you?
And before that didn't even mean too much, because we barely had any of Emil's story, but now we have pretty much all of it.
Of course.
So his emotional moment's actually hit
Right
now,
away.
which is very nice.
Thank you, Kaine.
Welcome back, Kaine.
Actually, I suppose we're still missing a decent chunk.
Wow.
So we have Emil's story, but we don't have much about Emil and Kaine's story together.
How long has it been?
5 years.
In fact, that's kind of the main point. Well, actually, one of the main points made in the end of this cutscene, when he's talking about Devil and Popola.
Shit. That's a long time.
Can I open my inventory? No, I cannot. Okay, we'll keep going until I can open my inventory.
Any luck with Yona?
We are still no closer to finding her. We need a way to locate the Shadow Lord.
Ah, Vice, I forgot you were there. Oh, it's been so long since I've heard you talk.
By the way, this is for you.
Is that a lunar tear?
It's not as good as your grandmother's, but I tried.
And you know, so obviously, we now have the additional context that Kaine does. Well, the additional context behind Kaine and Lunar Tears. We already knew a little bit because she does have the wreath still. Also, a little thing I like is that there's a whole farming thing in this game. Outside your house, you have those fields that you can tend, and you can actually grow stuff there, like ingredients for side quests. But also, you can grow flowers, moonflowers, I believe they're called. And when you crossbreed them, you get different colors. The hardest one to get is the white one, which is the Lunar Tear. And by this point, most players who are planning to complete the game completely already have that. So it's not as though this comes out of completely nowhere. It's just that we are completely not engaging with that because it takes real life time or changing my clock to do.
No, it's great. Thank you.
Kaine waking from her long petrified sleep. Emil's unflagging kindness. Our reunion was a happy one, and we let it wash over us like rain. That is, until Devila and Popola had to go and ruin
Oh,
it all.
that line always... I mean, we're going to hear that line a lot. The reason I remember it is because I heard it a lot back when I originally played it.
You can't be serious!
But it really does sting.
Please try to understand. People are tired and scared, and I'm sorry. I'm sorry you have to bear the brunt of that.
Aye.
This is crap, and you know it!
Oh, in fact, that's another... I almost forgot. We need... Well, obviously we're going to talk about Kaine when we're done here.
It's okay. We
But
can
I need
sleep
to
outside.
talk about some more specific things about Kaine that I almost forgot about.
No one's sleeping
Won't bring it up
outside.
quite yet.
You and Kaine saved this village, and now they want to run you out?
People are afraid of us. And really, I understand. I
I
mean,
mean, look at me. I love Kaine... not Kaine. Emil's voice as well.
As long as you're still
I feel like I've said that about every
I can
voice
deal
actor.
with it.
Or at the very least I've said that I know them elsewhere or
Right,
whatever.
Kaine?
I'm used to sleeping outside.
But
We'll see you later.
Sorry
Aye.
about this.
See ya. Okay, we're almost free from cutscenes.
What is the matter?
Kaine always sleeps outside. I never thought about that until just now. Never even occurred to me. Damn it.
We should turn in.
Oh, not free yet. Nope, they're gonna stick me in my house. Come on, I want to talk, guys. And then in order to talk, I need my
I didn't
inventory
get much
available.
sleep that night. For the first time in my life.
There's an ad. Oh, right. I forgot I had those. Yeah, every hour. Every hour there'll be an ad.
For the first time in my life, I doubted Popola. But those feelings. were
Oh, and
pointless in
you
the end.
got your sub back. Thank you for the sub. Wait, hold on.
They said and
The alert
did
didn't
what they
play.
did for the sake of the village.
Excuse me. Hold on. Why did the alert not play? The
To protect it
alert.
from the horror of the
Alert.
shades.
Huh? Where'd it go? Oh, no. Did I turn them off? Okay, hold on. I'm sorry, Nier. I'm interrupting your voice.
Really,
I need to
how
go
can I
see.
blame
Where
Devil
are
and
the
Popola?
alerts? Is it turned off? It's not turned off. Oh, you know what? I know what it is.
And I'm just as bad.
I made custom sound alerts.
Because I
And I
never
messed
once
it up.
stopped to
That's what
think about
happened.
Kaine
Yep,
in Emil's
that's it.
situation myself.
Okay, in that case... Yeah, you have to renew it? Yeah, so I realize there's supposed to be a custom sound alert there because I actually went and made those. Oh, new scene, new scene. Oh my god, they're putting me back in cutscene jail, but I enjoy it. Oh, in fact, this is something I was about to talk about.
I should apologize to Kaine and Emil. But
I don't even remember which custom alert I made the resub. Oh, maybe that's the issue. Maybe I didn't set one for resub.
what good would that even do?
I got a fire going, Kaine.
Wait, is that...
Campfires are weird. I'm so happy to get to talk to you again, Kaine.
Here it is. So I keep mentioning how Kaine and Emil have a relationship outside of Nier. This is it. How prior to them be like separating, every time you went to your village, they would just be out here doing their own thing.
Yeah, me too.
Anyways, I really am bothered by why that didn't work. That's fine. We can deal with that later. Oh yeah, you have your fancy badge back. Oh wait, that takes it away when you're not sub. That's weird. That shouldn't. That's dumb. Hold on. That badge isn't for being subscribed. It's for being one of the first ones. So why does that not? Huh. That's so odd. That's really odd, actually. Huh.
I tried everything I could think of to save you, you know. I polished you with a special cloth. I poured warm water over you.
Wait, you poured water on me?
Yeah, but it didn't really do much except make you all shiny.
Hey, Emil. Thanks for saving me.
I guess you noticed how I look different now.
Oh, I can't bring myself to interrupt this heart-to-heart. Should be fine. And I appreciate that.
I'm sorry, Emil. I'm sorry for all of it.
Well, I mean, this new form isn't all bad, you know?
I do think you do need a new outfit, though, Emil. I mean, obviously, he doesn't really have an outfit in Automata, because he doesn't have a body. Well, because, he's just a head rolling around. But this robe is not doing it for him.
At least I can look at you when we
At least not when he's on
talk,
the
right?
ground. When he's floating, it's fine.
Hey, so why don't you tell me something about yourself?
I like the scarf, though.
I'm not very interesting. Sorry.
Come on, I just want to know you better. Please?
Yeah, go on, tell him.
Fine. This all happened when I was a kid. Before the whole shade possession thing. My body is... different.
Oh, that's something I was going to talk about, yeah.
Villagers found out about it. They
I'll
started
hold off
treating
on
me
it,
like a
though.
Freak. But one person, my grandmother, accepted me just as I was. No matter how bad things got, she gave me the strength to keep going.
She's really special to you, huh?
Yeah.
You're smart enough to bring your tablet so you can draw while watching the big fight?
Hey, that gives
I
me
wouldn't
an
really call that a
idea.
big... I guess it is a big fight in lore.
Since we cured your petrification, we should
It's
start
a pretty
looking for
minor
a way to
fight in the
cure
game,
your
though.
possession and my body.
Oh, hold on. A bot just entered chat. Are they going to talk? They might.
I know we can do it if we all work together. Heck, it'll probably be super easy.
Let me guess.
More warm water?
Okay, can we just forget I told you about that?
Oh, this scene makes me so happy. This is one that I have remembered throughout all these years. It's nice seeing them happy. Because a lot of this game is just suffering for them. Anyway, here's Nier, watching over them. Not being creepy, though. Just curious. Oh, and are we going to be free from cutscene jail? Maybe. Maybe. Not quite. There's going to be dialogue.
Sleep well?
Yep, there it is.
Sure.
And yet your red eyes tell a different tale.
Oh, big fight you mean in real life. I thought you meant in-game when I was fighting the big worm. Oh, sorry. I just choked on my tea. Okay, yep. Sorry, I misunderstood that one.
Don't be so hard on yourself, lad.
I need to go see Devila and Popola.
Oh, it's rare that we hear Vice so calm
Very well.
and comforting in his voice. Hold on, I need to grab those items. Oh, we're free from cutscene jail. Oh, we're free. We're free. Get to play around in baseball against teachers. Oh, okay. So we have a lot of things to talk about now. Look at this. An hour 13 minutes in, we are free from cutscene jail and story time. So there's a few things to do now that we're in Route B. First of all, this right here, this is the DLC. We will have to do it in order to do Route C. It is required. But we'll come back to it later because we need to be a very high level in order to do that. Or at least we did in hard when I played in hard mode. We might actually be able to pull it off now if I think about it. Nah, we probably need a high level anyways. Let's save so we don't have to do all that again if I crash. Or corrupt, either way. Oh, we're here. So it's time to recap what happened last time. This is a bit late in the stream, but we're doing it anyways. So last time we finally made it to the Shadow Lord's castle after collecting all of the keys, or pieces of the key. We fought our way up. Emil died, the King of Facade and his soldiers died. And then we killed... Well, we didn't kill the Shadow Lord. We beat the Shadow Lord in the fight, and also Grimoire Noir, who did die. And then it turned out that our sister... Oh my god, I can't believe I forgot her name. She's like the most important person in this entire story. Oh no, this is embarrassing. Oh no. Yona. That was it, Yona. Yona walked up to us and then walked right past to the Shadow Lord because she is possessed by the Shade. Specifically the Shadow Lord's sister. And then she decided to give up her life for our Yona and us. And the Shadow Lord died shortly afterwards. And then Kaine walked off. That's the end. Everyone's happy, kind of. Not really. Really, the story is full of holes at that point. Not holes, but loose ends. And one big loose end was when we fought Devilet and Popola at the end when they betrayed us. Because they flashed some images in our face and said, "Do you understand now?" Well, we didn't understand. Not the characters and not the people playing either. Let's go ahead and Grimoire Weiss and go look at those. We do not read notes that he has often, so I need to actually find where those are. Probably not the word list. No, documents probably. Oh god, I have so many of these that I just haven't read. Oh no, I have read them. Oh, they're just marked as new anyways. Okay. Oh, they took it from me. Oh, they took it from me. Oh, they took the notes from me. Okay, well, I'm going to explain it then from memory, if I can remember. I mean, I remember the lore. I don't remember how they present it. Basically, we are not humans. As Devil and Popola said, we are replicants. That means copies of humans. And the Shades are, as they say, the real ones. They were just yoinked out of their bodies to go on and live as souls. For reasons as of yet unknown, I think. And we gain sentience at some point, somehow. I don't think that's explained yet either. And the whole point of the Shadow Lord is to use Grimoire Weiss and Grimoire Noir together, which is kind of a problem because we took Weiss and gave him amnesia, and smack all the Shades back into their respective replicants. And that was his whole goal, and killing him would stop that from happening, which would mean that the Shades would die out, which means that no more replicants would be made, which means that no more people can be made, which is why in Nier Automata, if you go and you find Nier's outfit, which is a hidden thing you can find, they call him the World Ender, because he is the one who doomed humanity. Now that's a lot of information, presented in a very nonchalant manner, I guess. But I promise it's a lot more interesting whenever it actually starts getting presented by the game. I'm very upset they robbed me of those documents, but it's fine. We'll get them back at some point. Maybe you can get them caramels too. Imagine there's a decent chance your sister will throw you one. That would be nice. I think I have some too. I just have oh wow. I just have a bag of candy I keep on my my drawers, and it's surprisingly never run out. Because every time I don't buy candy, right? I get candy just randomly. Like, oh, I go to like an office of some kind, grab a candy off of the desk at the front. I go see, like, I go with my brother, like one of my younger brothers, on an excursion. Get some candy there, put it in my pocket, put it in the bag. And somehow the candy bag has never run out. I throw candy out of it all the time, right? Stuff that's like years old and would probably make me sick if I ate it. And it's always full. It's amazing, actually. Anyways, I need to talk about the lore more, don't I? I do. I'm getting distracted. The other thing I want to talk about is Kaine. Now, I'm not going to talk too much about Kaine because, like I said, this whole thing is about Kaine, this route. But one thing they noted is that she was considered a freak even before she was possessed by a shade because she was different than others physically. That is because Kaine is intersex. Now, I don't know the specifics of it, but I know that she has a penis, and I don't know if she has a vagina as well, but she does have one. She might have both. It's never explicitly stated because it's not something that's ever explicitly stated in-game either. In fact, I think it's only explicitly stated in the side material, and in-game, there's just a lot of references that, well, not a lot, there's a handful of references that hint towards it. And the reason she's like that isn't because the human she was based off of was like that. It was an error in her being created as a replicant. Because those things happen every now and then, and they just don't care. Considering that your friends will chuck caramels at you? Oh yeah, oh yeah. Well, just chuck them back at them. Actually, don't do that. Keep them. Do not give them free candy as a reward. But yeah, I've just been running around spewing words, and I enjoy doing that. I do. But also, I feel like it's a kind of a disservice to the game, considering how well the game does at presenting a lot of this on its own. I don't know, I just feel a bit weird. It's been a long time since we've been here. And I'm kind of just restless. In fact, here's the thing. I want to do a long stream today. I do. But also, I'm trying to think of what this long stream would be. Because I'm starting to think that maybe it might just be us doing like the entire first half of Route B. Because we're going to get through it pretty quick. We don't have any side quests to do. Oh, that was what I was thinking of. The big thing. So I said a lot over and over and over at the beginning of the stream and the previous route that I didn't want to grind. Oh, it worked. It worked. Okay, I now have stuff. Let's go upgrade our weapons, shall we? We're not gonna do weapon stories though. Very important. Think you're smart enough that you wouldn't like it? Like a hidden thing? Oh, okay, okay. Now hold on. I need to upgrade the sword. Well, not the sword. I need to upgrade everything. Where's the weapon store? I think it's all the way down here. But we won't be doing weapon stories. Not because I don't want to do them. I do want to do them. But because there is, as we just experienced, more than enough story time in Route B on its own.
We've got some new weapons in stock.
So for now, we are just going to buy all the weapons we can. I need to sell a lot of stuff if we're going to do that. Wait, I can't. Oh, I can't upgrade things here. I upgrade things at the other at the other store. Okay, well, deer antlers are worth 600. What's worth the most? They look like eagle eggs, which makes sense because they're not used for much. Also memory alloy. Because I think it's only used for quests. I think eagle eggs are also only used. Oh, hold on, I saw something for 6,000. Oh, fluorite. I'm gonna sell a bunch of that. Let's say 30. That should be enough for now, for probably the whole game actually. Now give me those weapons. Because we need literally every weapon in the game. Thing on a weird spinning exercise thing. It's a great chair. A weird spinning exercise thing. Huh. I don't know what you mean by that. But I know a lot of weird spinning exercise things because most exercise things do look weird and they either spin or they have a piston on them of some sort, or a pulley, I guess.
Blacksmiths always do.
Anyway, what weapons did I just pick up? I want to actually look at them. Even if I'm not going to use them because they're unupgraded and bad, I do want to see them. Let's see. Did I get anything interesting? I got the axe of beheading. Oh, I just remembered. A unique thing in this game, well, not necessarily unique, but not in Automata, is that when you upgrade the weapons, they do actually change appearance. Now, we've already seen this with the Iron Will here, because when we got this, it was completely broken. Like, the blade just did not exist. And that seems, you might think that's a unique thing, but no, every weapon does change appearance, other than the Automata weapons, change appearance whenever you upgrade them. For some of them, it's very minor. Like, I think the Phoenix Sword just gets a little bit shinier, maybe get some gems on it. But, like, for Here, let me look at my one-handed swords. I think I have one here that I can use as a good example. That's my spears, actually. Oh, I have a lot. Yeah, this one right here. Ancient Overlord. You can see it looks nothing like it does in Automata. It's very dirty, very brown and black. When you fully upgrade it, it looks just like Automata. It's shiny and white. So I can't wait to see that. It's gonna be quite nice. A little outdoor gym here. See on a little spinning disc on a pole. Oh, I know what you were talking about. Yeah, I've seen those before. I believe they're for working out your hips. At least from what I remember. I don't think I've ever used that one though. Anyway, hello Devila. Are you gonna sing? Oh, she is singing. I'm getting so distracted. We're gonna end up spending 30 minutes just in the town because I'm getting distracted by everything. And to be fair, I do need to talk to Devila. I could stop being distracted right now. But I don't really want to. You know, fine, we'll do it. We'll do it.
Hey.
Hey, Devila.
Oh, hi.
Oh yeah, you're awkward because we just had that fight, and I spent 20 minutes running around doing nothing.
I kind of thought you'd never talk to us again.
We'll still talk to you.
I understand you're doing this for the village, and that you don't have a choice.
It's a really good stimming chair. I imagine it would be.
Pretty much, yeah. But look, why don't you go talk to Popola? I think she wanted to discuss the Shadow Lord with you.
I'm headed there next.
Devila says Shadow Lord really
Devila?
weird. I don't think I noticed it before.
Yeah?
Sorry about yesterday. I shouldn't have lost my temper like that.
You don't need to apologize.
Look, this blade is all
Anyone would be
rusted
upset
too.
when their friends are hurting. Let Emil and Kaine know that we're sorry, alright?
Aye, will do.
All right.
Oh, I want to stay there and listen to her sing. No, but we need to progress the story. We have all day. We have all day to be here. Well, all night, really. All evening plus night. Okay. Popola, I must speak with you. You need to tell me about the keys for the Shadow Lord so I can go hunt them down one by one in whatever order I please.
Popola?
With one exception.
Oh,
Look,
I skipped a
want
line,
to
sorry.
apologize for yesterday.
With 7 parents costing out kids, you imagine the group will get bigger as time goes on?
stop.
Aye.
You didn't do anything wrong.
Yeah, but neither did you. You're just trying to protect the villagers. And I jumped down your throat for it.
It's very kind of you to say so. Regardless, please don't let it trouble you.
You know, I don't think I've ever really experienced that myself. Like being a part of that. Because if I'm going out and I'm like at a playground with a younger one, I'm usually chasing them around. Or reading, one of the two. There's very, very little in between.
Ahem. I believe there was something you wished to discuss with us.
Oh, right. Yes, about that. You know about the lost shrine, right?
The temple where I was first discovered.
Aye, the Lost Shrine. Oh, I forgot. We don't get... Wait, do we? Do we get to walk in the front door of the Lost Shrine? Or did the bridge break already?
That's it.
I love walking in the front door because
Well,
I think it looks
seems
great.
that the Shadow Lord's lair is connected to it somehow.
I think we do.
Oh ho. It was right under our pages the whole time.
I hope so.
But the bridge that leads there is
Oh
invisible.
no, the bridge is broken. Oh, we had to take the boat and go up the non-scenic route. You also be hiding with the children? You don't like dealing with parents much? Aye.
So take a boat.
A boat?
Yes, the canal's finally been repaired. It took a lot longer than expected. What with the shades and all.
Aye, there we go. A 7-year time skip in order to fix the
I also asked them
canal.
to provide a boat at the path to the Lost
I feel like I
Shrine's
pointed that
back
out last
entrance.
time.
The ferryman will let you use it free of charge.
Also, we didn't really need that. There is a boat and a dock already over in the Northern Plains.
That should make it easier for you to move from town to town.
Thanks, Popola.
Though I guess you couldn't
feel
really
like
get
you've
anyone
done
over
so
there,
much
could
for me.
you? No, because canonically it's a really, really
I'm
big
really
area.
grateful. All right.
I mean, that's
See
one of
you
the
around.
things. That story we just read about Kaine and being in the area, and she's talking about like there's mud and stuff. That one always confused me a little bit because when we go to the area, we see it's mostly wooden
For the love
platforms.
of everything, be careful.
Because I always forget that these areas are all canonically way bigger than they actually are when we were walking across them. So I forget that like that tunnel that Kaine is in is actually long enough to warrant having a railroad track. in that the actual area itself does extend quite a bit
Path above the
further,
entrance to the shopping district
you know,
should lead
like
to the boat
both
landing.
up onto the cliffs and whatnot. You doubt you'll ever get the chance to play babysitter? It's always fun to imagine.
How excellent to know the canal is finished. Hopefully this puts our days of running all over behind us.
That would be nice,
The faster we can move, the faster we can save Yona.
but I want to try
Let's
something.
use it as often as we need.
Actually, hold on. No, I just realized because we can't. Because I was about to go to the Two Brothers weapons to see if I could upgrade my stuff. But not only do I not have all the stuff I need to upgrade, because there's just a lot of stuff missing. Also, I don't think I can actually go there until I have the cutscene that shows the brother working away. At least until I have the freedom to choose where to go. Because right now they are gonna hard send me over to that temple. Anyway, look, it's our friend, the Red Bag Ferryman. He dies very quick. A lot quicker than I remembered.
Hey, look who it is. Remember me?
I do remember you. In fact, in our last near stream, we did your segment.
That red bag. My pages. You're the slovenly half of that couple who refused to stop arguing.
And you know, here's something that... So, I'm going to talk over them. Oh, your chair's been claimed by the children? Oh, how unfortunate.
Hey.
Yeah, I'm going to talk over him. But,
Sure has.
I realized
I've been in
last
charge
time,
of this
in the last
canal
stream,
since we last talked. Apparently,
that
I did a
Seafront
pretty
has a
good job
lot
with
less
it because
required
they
stuff in it than I
decided to make me
remembered.
the permanent ferryman.
Because the thing is, there are two
Oh, yeah.
really good side quests in Seafront.
Thanks.
One of them is so
Still,
good
it's not all puppies and unicorns.
that I
Go
thought it was a
Paul
main
Shane is
quest,
always harping on
and I
me
was
now about how much I
shocked
work.
that we didn't actually get to do it last
Anyway,
time.
If you got a place to be,
So I'm
just
really
let me know
considering
and I'll
doing
take
it this time around. If I can remember how to do it. Which I should be able to. Probably not this stream. Alright, I'll need to look up off stream where I go to trigger it, because I don't want to mess with that. But like I said, there's a really absurdly good quest there. And even though we're... Oh, this is the Northern Plains. It's not where I wanted to be. Actually, no, since I'm here... Where is the Two Brothers weaponry? Can we go over there? No, it's fine. No, don't do that. Don't. Oh, the lyrics! Oh, last time we were cursed to never have lyrics in the opening the Northern Plain. It's so nice. Hello, Shade. I will kill you. Any excuse to listen to the music here for longer. It's feeling your jacket is long. It's in the grass without getting wet. Anyways, okay. No, we need to go. Don't get trapped by the music. It feels like the biggest struggle in this game for me. That every time I go somewhere with good music, I just want to sit there. Okay, Lost Shrine rear path. Oh, I wanted to go in the front door. I feel great today. No cough, no fever. Watch out, world, because Yona's going out to
Shrine's up
play.
ahead, just past this
You know,
cave.
I forgot that we were reading those originally when we saw a new one. Because we got to a point where there were no new ones, but I guess there are at this point.
As well as the Shadow Lord's castle.
Oh, he's so hateful when the Shadow Lord
Let us
comes up.
make haste.
I feel like I bring that one up every time as well. I always go, oh, how violent. Because I'm so used to not perceiving Nier as violent. But the thing is, he is a very brutal, violent man. They said that it's exclusively directed at Shades. Oh, yes. Here's the other thing. So, this rupee, we get new scenes, mostly about Kaine. And here's the thing. We haven't gotten to the part in the route where it explicitly states that, but was heavily hinted in the previous route, that Kaine can understand Shades. Well, she can, because she has Tyrion in her. He sort of like auto-translates things. So now we get to hear what the Shades are saying. They still speak not in like discernible English, so I'll voice them. Hansel. What do you want? Go away, dirty defective swine. I'm not like you. I'm different. Oh, this is also where we learn all their proper names. I just remembered. Not really funny that kids consider the outside gym a playground. Oh, they most certainly are. I mean, there are very few outdoor gyms that do not work as playgrounds, and those are like the ones that are exclusively like pull-up bars, and even then they can be toys. They just need to be short enough that the kids can reach them. Anyways, I do like how imposing this is whenever you're not standing directly at the side of it and you're just looking at a rocky cliff, but I still have a strong preference for the other route. So very unfortunate. I wonder... oh, sorry. I wonder why they make us take this route. Because the fact that they make us take this particular route up here instead of the Eastern Road means that the Eastern Road is never used outside the beginning of the game. Now, obviously, you go there in order to go to desert, but you just go to Eastern Road and then straight to desert, right? And to be fair, Eastern Road, small area, very small area. But you never turn left there outside the beginning. Like, even if you did, you can't go anywhere because the bridge is busted. So I guess you could just go there to admire the Lost Shrine, but I don't know, it's a bit weird. Anyway, into the loading zone. Remember when you went here, everyone would always beg to go to the gym? I see that... Aye. You again? Stop bothering me. Grimoire Weiss has been taken away. Hansel is dead. There's no reason for me to exist anymore. My life is over. Just leave me alone. What? Aye, we're back in... Oh, there's Tyrion's voice.
Don't talk to me.
And now we know why Kaine was talking to herself randomly. Because she was talking to Tyrion.
So bad I can barely stand it.
You know, I think I did a decent voice, not like a decent job at remembering his voice. It's been literal years since I heard him talk. But I got it pretty close. I mean, I got the accent right. I mean, it's he's not strictly Southern, but I wasn't going strictly Southern either. He's more of just informal delinquity. Anyway, just like last time, we are going to be running past a lot of shades. Because... oh man, I keep coughing I keep choking on my tea. Because I guess that's what happens when you try to play a game and drink tea at the same time. Anyway, yes, we're going to be running past a lot of shades because, just like the first time, we are not actually required to fight most of them. Let's see. Pull that. Pull that. And can I get through the door with this opening? No. I need a little bit more. There we go. And it's not that I don't... And here's, I do enjoy fighting in this game. I feel like I brought this up before. But it is repetitive, and the armor makes it so much worse. It really does. It just makes everything take so much time. Oh, wow, my headphones. Ah, my headphones. They are trying to make me think I have tinnitus. I do not. They are just screeching in my ear. That's terrible. Oh, is this the same puzzle as last time? I think it was. I didn't remember them having such being so involved. Oh, don't do that. Let go. Oh, okay. You let go and I don't wait. You do? Thank you, Nier. Bum 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 bum. I will say, this is also another good track. And I think this one, the dynamic music it has with going in and out of battle is quite nice, actually. Now, obviously dynamic music is quite common in games these days, but it hasn't always been. And I remember, oh, what was it? Pikmin 3. Oh, that's a wonderful game. And if it wasn't for the fact that I know it so well, I would love to play it here. But Pikmin 3 has some wonderful dynamic music. The boss fights are all perfectly, well, not perfectly timed. They're made so that the music flows seamlessly as the boss performs each attack. Like the audio cues. Oh, hey, we can hear the shades talking. They're telling me to turn back. And yeah, the audio cues,
Certainly not your garden variety shades.
all, like for all the attacks
Their bodies
actually
aren't fully
influence the
functional.
music. It's really nice.
Say, I've heard of this. A cursed area.
Oh,
where
Tyrion's giving us the lore.
shades gather.
This is apparently incomplete shades just come to gather in the abandoned shrine. I forgot about that little bit of lore. Like every class in school is there except the one playing. Oh, sounds fun, sounds fun. Anyways, what am I doing? Right, I'm just kind of holding the attack button. Man, a place where incomplete shades gather. Now, I had a lot of thoughts in the last run we did, you know, in Route A, about why shades were the way they were in certain areas. I have some ideas now. So, the ones that live in the castle are probably, like, important people, right? I mean, they have a literal ballroom. They are most certainly important people. So then out here is for incomplete shades who are just gathering in hopes of being close to the Shadow Lord, I guess. So there's still only like 2 big questions. Actually, there's a few. There's a few big questions regarding the shades still. One of them was what the heck was up with the Aerie? Now here's my theory. My theory is that the people in the Aerie were all possessed by shades en masse, right? Like, obviously not all of them were possessed, but most of them were. So my theory is that somehow the shades managed to communicate with each other, like where their bodies were, and then a ton of them went to the Aerie to go, you know, get their bodies. And that's why they were freaking out whenever Nier came and said he's going to kill all the shades. Or maybe they didn't, like, go and find their bodies. Maybe they just possessed people that they had no connection to. What spell do I have? This works. Oh, my mana bar's so big now. It doesn't take my entire mana bar to cast Dark Hand. I mean, I can start casting it again immediately. That's nice. I mean, that's my theory for the Aerie, at least. Thank you, Dark Hand, for being my favorite spell in this playthrough. It's amazing how my preference in spells has changed so much. Because I remember absolutely loving the Dark Execution back when I first played. And that is almost certainly because I was playing on hard mode. Right? There's no way I would need it so much otherwise. Oh, this is dead. Yeah, these things do not scale with my new level. I haven't even upgraded my weapons yet. These things... I'm gonna be a pushover. We are gonna get through this really quick. You mean the loudspeaker coming toward you? I guess the right kids are actually showing up now. Aye. Oh, what am I even saying? I'm getting lost in my own mind. I treated you all poorly. I mocked you. Betrayed you. All because you went Gestalt before the change was complete. But after all this, I think I can understand you. I think we can speak as equals. This makes me happy. I hope we can spend the rest of our lives. What was that? A sound from above. Oh, that'll be us, because we're on the roof now. But yeah, that phrase, went Gestalt.
Emil?
Because
Look,
we,
from now on,
oh, Nier's trying to be
I'm going
nice
to
in a
sleep
weird way.
outside with you.
Why?
Yeah, because we
accept
lost
that you
those
are
documents because we didn't read them and during the, we didn't pause to read them during the climax of the
So
story.
you're staging a protest?
We don't really know what
Why?
going Gestalt means.
Don't waste your time.
But it just feels...
But basically, when
Well,
how to describe this?
that's really nice of you, but you
Okay,
still don't have to
we can talk
stay
about the
out here with
like the
us.
specifics later. But basically, it's when a shade goes crazy
You got a super important mission.
and starts attacking
You can't
people.
sleep out in the rain. What if you catch a cold? Besides, I like camping with Kaine. Sometimes we sit around the fire and tell stories or roast.
Bum.
Emil, that's enough.
Ah, there we
Got a
are.
fucking image to maintain.
Anyway, come on. Big, not big shades, little shades.
Just kick him aside.
You're forgetting that there's a thing called the Gestalt. Give you the urge to play Paper Please when you hear it. Aye. I mean, to be fair, it is a actual real word. It's just not a common one in the slightest, is all. Man, I mean, I know they're not scaling with me health-wise, but they are scaling with me armor-wise. I do see that. Luckily, the big Dark Hand does solve that. which is very appreciated. Oh, hold on. Hey, can I just get the last one? Yes, she did. Magic mailbox. Hello, I would like to save the game. Into boss fight numero uno. Are we gonna get another cutscene first? Well, obviously we are. Are we gonna get another new cutscene first is the question. Oh, look at this show off here. They went all the way up there. No, don't you touch them! Yeah, why'd you break open the ceiling? You guys are weak to light. Damn you!
What's going on? There's dozens of them!
Stop, little ones. They're too strong for you.
These are creatures of the darkness. Lure them to the light. Pathetic to the end, I see.
Aim for that statue. It's the leader.
Oh, hitting the bubble undoes my magic. I am not their leader. It is I who rely on them. It is they who saved me. Man, I keep forgetting that I need to actually read those lines as they come out. Stop hurting my friends. Now stop going into the bubble. Also, don't break the ceiling open. That must. Oh, hey, here, Tyrion.
I'm gonna start crying here.
I'm glad you speak English. Okay, back into the bubble it goes. Well, I think the bubble thing is like based on how many things are left alive, so it's like going through it really quickly. Bum, 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 bum. Also, I don't think I noted it yet, but Emil's a lot less strong now that he's in his like not normal, but in like his freaky form, I guess you'd call it. Because before he one-shot Shades, right? Like he one-shot huge crowds of them just by just petrifying them. But he can't do that anymore. Oh wow, that magic hurts them a lot. Anyway, Dark Hand? Okay. I was about to guess Dark Lance, actually. I got it wrong. I won't cheat.
Have you felled the beast?
Not quite. As I recall, we have one of our many Kaine fake-out deaths here. Those are my friends!
This is one stubborn son of a bitch.
Damn it, damn it, damn it!
Hey there, Sunshine. You ain't feeling bad for this week, are ya?
Hey, I think I got the sunshine back, the way he says it.
You got a lust for blood. Embrace the slaughter. All we know is the thrill of battle. Ain't that right, Kaine?
Why did I block for so long there? Anyway, he's almost dead. There we go. You know, I think if I didn't have the achievement, I would have gotten the speedrun achievement just then. Hey, there's a kind of fake-out death we were waiting for.
Oh, you're kidding me!
And of course, Tyrion is very upset about this, because he is the one who has to go and repair all that. Move! Move! Come on, you stupid arm, move! This is like a horror situation for it. We are incomplete. But see. No, I didn't get to read the last one. I killed it too quick. A lot of fun costumes here. There has to be the Hawaiian cow. That is certainly an interesting one. Like, if you asked me to name 1,000 costumes, it certainly would not be in that list. If you asked me to name 10,000 costumes, it probably wouldn't be in that list. Anyway, goodbye, Gretel. We barely knew you. But at least we knew you weren't a actual mindless monster. I don't want to skip the cutscene.
Kaine, are you alright?
Anyways, the other thing,
I fear
another.
there is
So
little
we've already
we
talked
can
a
do
few
for
about the
her.
few things, a few things that this game is going to do
No!
different than Root B.
Kaine!
And of course, just like Automata, we're gonna have a thing where we're humanizing the enemies. In Automata, we kind of already knew that the machines weren't heartless things. You know, that was kind of a very early plot point, actually. But in this one, finding out the shades are
Kaine!
actually, so a lot of the shades are actually sentient, is actually the end of Route A. So now we're going through the game and recontextualizing that by showing they are like that. It's a guy in a cow onesie with a skirt and a flower necklace. Oh, okay. You know, I don't know what I was expecting. Oh, I do love the way Shade Kaine looks. I know, I'm getting distracted. I just love the way the shades look in general. Like, the generic ones are fine,
It's Kaine's shade!
but
No other
the ones
choice,
that
we must track
have a lot
it
of
down.
effort put into them, like this one, where it's like an actual person, are great. Oh my god, I deal so much damage. I'm going to delete the bosses once I get my weapons upgraded. Yeah, it's not even going to be close.
Now, pin her down.
Kaine, please! Come back to...
Oh dear.
There we go. Fight finished. They didn't even like force the dialogue to keep going. Usually they give the boss a huge defense boost when there's dialogue going.
Kaine!
I couldn't hold it back. I can't be with...
We're always going to be together, Kaine. If you transform again, we'll just stop it again. As many times as it takes. I don't care how tough it is. We're gonna get you back. I like sleeping outside.
Oh,
because
I
I'm with
remember
you,
this. Yes,
Kaine.
first of all, it's
I'm able
auto-progressing,
to
'cause
ignore
Emil
my appearance
talks a
and
lot.
keep going because of you.
Also, I
I'm
remember
weak,
in the first
and I'm
playthrough, I was kind of
sad,
criticized the
and I'm
scene.
lonely, but you make me strong.
Because,
You're my friend, and I need you. So don't you
it-
dare leave me.
I mean, I guess I don't need to explain really. It's just one of the many Kaine fake out deaths,
All right.
and that alone kind of explains why it's an issue.
And... thanks.
Emil's crash out is valid though.
I'm all right.
But I think this is like the one scene where I don't especially like his voice acting. But I think this is more of a writing and timing thing. Anyway,
Over there.
there it is, the lift to the Shadow Lord's castle. Still don't know if it's up or down. I'm pretty sure it's up. The issue is there's nothing up there. So it must be a magic lift, I guess. Well, there's so many little details in this
And what is
game that I want to
this?
know more about.
It's me. It's got some kind of writing on it, but I don't know what it says.
How remarkably useless of you.
Aye, aye, remarkably useless indeed.
It's a cipher of some kind.
Can you determine its meaning?
I think this is the key to unlocking the Shadow Lord's castle. Here, take a look at this.
Look at this. It's been a while since we saw this. Like a month in real life. I knew, once again, I feel like I brought the same thing up the first time. But I wonder why or how exactly this key got made. Well, I know why the key got made. But why did it get split up and denoted with these specific things? Because he didn't know, right? Where these would end up. Well, even if he did, like, he absolutely could have given these pieces to specific shades. Like the memory tree, the loyal service, and the stone guardian, absolutely could have done. He had zero way of predicting law of robotics or sacrifice. Oh, okay, he had a little small chance of predicting law of robotics. 0% chance of predicting sacrifice. So how did he manage to that? Or was it someone else, I wonder? One of the funniest days of the year for you, so wholesome and fun at the same time. Those sorts of events are always great. But yeah, I'm always shocked. Not shocked. I'm always confused by how this managed to get
I
put
wrote
together.
down all the words I can understand. This fragment is called the Stone Guardian.
I don't know. Maybe someone else, like during this time skip, was poking around in the temple, and they made this.
Given that you found it in the Lost Shrine, The words must mean something.
I mean, it shouldn't take that long for the paper to age, but also it has angelic text written on it, so it should be really old.
There are spaces here for 4 other fragments as well.
Aye, 4 others.
Sacrifice, the law of robotics, the memory tree, loyal Cerberus, the law of robotics
Oh! I
probably
just realized
refers
I can
the
go over
Junkie.
to the Junk Keep and get my weapons upgraded. A ton of fun seeing a group of 30 people in costumes running for their lives. Aye.
The memory tree might be the forest of myth. But as for sacrifice and loyal Cerberus, I don't have a clue.
Not a problem.
Hmm?
If we want to fill in the words, we just run around the world killing every big monster we find, right?
Oh, splendid. By all means, let us undertake a murderous rampage.
They're just shades. Besides, it's the only way to reach the Shadow Lord.
You know, this little bit of dialogue from Nier. Now, obviously, the recontextualization of the shades being humans and sentient obviously makes it really violent. But I think this particular line doesn't hit as hard because this is just really violent on its own.
a
Like,
dangerous
even before
task.
knowing the context, this is already making grown-up Nier look
Yeah,
dangerous.
well, Yona's in even more danger.
And the fact that he escalates so much like this as
But
well.
how can you even be sure that she's...
This is not a criticism, by the way. This is just a note that adult Nier is,
Because she is,
yeah,
right?
angry.
The Junk Heap and the Forest of Myth, yeah? I'm on my way.
I don't actually know which one. Oh man, my voice. I don't know which one would be more, like, intimidating or scary. This, like, young,
Oh, and listen.
old young Nier or
about
Papa
Kaine
Nier?
and Emil.
Because if you see a little
Just
kid grow
know
up
how
into
much they've
this,
sacrificed,
and he's so
be
violent,
thankful.
and also
It's just-
really strong, obviously that's
Scared, you
terrifying.
know?
But
People
also,
can't change
a big,
overnight.
strong man being terrifying would also be terrifying.
I'll hurry them along the best I can. But can you please give them a little more time?
I'll try.
Aye. Either way, it gets the point across, which is that Nier is violent. Anyways, it's time to go. Try and upgrade my weapon.
Popola said we might be able.
Perhaps we can find...
Oh, we had to do the Force Myth. I think we're probably going to skip the dialogue in the Force Myth. I know. It's terrible of me. Terrible, terrible thing that I just said. But we did read the whole thing already. And as much as I would love to read it again, we are going to get a lot of story time just from being in Route B, and we have done that one already. Similarly, when we get to Route C, we'll probably be skipping that as well. And right now, by the way, the reason we're going in the wrong direction is because I want to go buy all the weapons from the shops. Now, there are weapons from side quests that we need to do. And there's weapons hidden in boxes in a bunch of random places. But we'll worry about those ones next time. In fact, I might do them off stream if I feel like it. But for now, I just want to go buy all the weapons so that when we get to the weapon shop, we can upgrade them all. That would be ideal. Having your ability to focus on 2 things at once. Alright, well, no pressure. You don't have to stay focused on this. Nier just brought home a chick with him. Makes cute little chirps and follows me around, and it's just the cutest thing ever. That was a new one. That's nice. Oh, we can see the well over there, the functioning one where the wolves live. And then, of course, the sand wells. You know, I do wonder. I mean, obviously physics is different in your universe, but how did those wells end up pushing sand through them? Because in the Sand Temple, the Baron Temple, I guess it's called, it kind of makes sense because the place was, well, it was actually designed for water to flow through it, based off of the like the paintings and stuff.
Scorpions?
Oh, can you eat scorpions?
Indeed you can.
Oh, you can. I mean, I knew that in real life.
People operated
but in this
food
universe.
stands where they impaled the creatures on skewers and fried them whole.
Where did you learn that?
Who can
He has some
say?
ancient
I do
knowledge.
not
I mean, I
know.
knew that.
Some
That's really
portions of the past
knowledge,
are
ancient.
inexplicably
Really
clear
trying to?
in my
You're trying to mix
memory.
both? Right,
Whatever,
I've...
Gramps.
Oh,
What was that
That's-
hussy?
that's a good one, kind of. I distracted myself so hard. What was I even saying? Right, the sand in the Baron Temple. Obviously, the Baron Temple used to flow with water, but they did rework it for sand, right? I mean, Automata confirms that it was... I guess it doesn't confirm it was reworked for sand, but the story does seem to imply that it was reworked for sand, and it certainly seems to appear like it was reworked for sand. Where's the weapon shop? Oh, navigating this place is always a maze. Ah, there it is. It's right below me. Hello, friend. Oh, he does not even bother with the rules when talking to me. How nice. Oh, wow, those are really expensive. I mean, to be fair, this is the last shop you unlock in the game, so it makes sense. Oh man, my throat. I promise I'm not sick. I'm not accustomed to talking for long periods of time. Okay, maybe we ease into the I do want this to be a longer stream, but maybe it's like 30 minutes longer than usual. Because not to mention I am almost out of tea, which is actually quite impressive. I made an entire liter of tea. If you can actually remember what's happening. Somewhere you're subconscious. Aye. Ah, oh my god, whoa! Oh my god, look! I got poisoned for the first time in the entire game. I completely forgot that poison was in this game. In fact, I remember now, there's actually an antidote item in my inventory that I absolutely have that cures poison. And I remember back in the very first stream of Anir, I was wondering why there's a poison cure in this game when there's no poison. It's because of this right here. This one scorpion enemy that's only found here and is completely useless for all intents and purposes. Drops poison. Well, not to drop poison. It inflicts poison. That is remarkable. Where is my poison cure? There it is. I only have 2 of them. It's fine. I will need at most 2 of them in the entire game. I completely forgot there were scorpions. Because the thing is, it's really hard to remember all the non-shade enemies in this game, because there's not a lot of them. They're just animals, but big. Like, that's all the non-shade... and robots. Still almost got hit in the head. Dang. Yeah, what was I saying? Great. Oh, thank you, Umi, for heal. But, yeah, all the non-shade enemies are either big animals or robots. And I remember the bats existed, right? The bats and the tarantulas. Because even though there's only spawn in one location, like, they're pretty memorable. Like, you don't forget a giant bat or a giant tarantula. Though, notably, I don't think we actually ran into a giant bat in our entire run so far. Because I've only gone to the area for main quests and they don't spawn then. But, yeah, no, I completely forgot there were scorpions. And I don't think there's anything else in the game that inflicts poison, so that was a fun, random encounter. And I'm glad we got to experience that. Anyways, over here, please. I now need to go to... Seafront is where the other store is. And then there's also a shop in the area. I'll walk over there. It gives me an excuse to go to the Northern Plains, listen to the music. And I, of course, will always take that opportunity. I do see it's overcast right now, but I think it's always overcast. Is it overall? No, it's not always overcast in the village. Hopefully it's not overcast by the time we go back, because I really want my lyrics in the Northern Plains. I love it so much. Anyway, we will actually take the ferry for the very first time when it's not required for the story. Oh, you have a side quest.
How did it come to this? My life is over, I tell you.
I guess I would have found this if I fast traveled the first time around.
I sense another inane and time-consuming request coming on. Best to just walk away while you still can, lad.
No, we need to use the boat.
Easy, Vice. Hey there. What's going on?
Kyle's wearing cartoony sunglasses. Oh, how nice.
Whoa, friend. Whoa is what's going on. So I ended up having to work on me and my honey bun's wedding anniversary, right?
That's terrible.
And since we couldn't celebrate the occasion together, things got a little heated. I want to make it right and get back in her good books, but I'm a little in over my head. Think you could help a guy out?
You know, I kind of forgot this guy had, like, quests. Because to my knowledge, he wasn't... I don't think he's in the original game. I think he's just a generic quest, like a generic NPC.
Take a hell of a present to make up for a missed wedding anniversary.
Yeah, they actually give him quests so you get attached to him.
So I asked my sweet dumpling if there's anything
But because I skipped all the side quests, I completely missed those, huh?
And she told me, I want that thing you promised me back when we were newlyweds.
Oh, and you forgot what that is. Let me guess. You forgot what it is?
That thing?
Exactly. The problem is, I can't for the life of me remember what it was.
You know, I
believe I
also
forgot.
can't remember what this was. Like, I'm thinking
I am
back
just the
many years
worst.
ago to when I played this game. No clue what it is.
So, you have any any idea what my wife might want?
Nope.
Come on, you gotta help me out here.
Oh, I had to give you a guess right now. I imagine her dark red bag. Not dark hair. No, I imagine her red bag.
Well, you guys carry matching red bags, right?
Red? Aha! That's it!
What is it, apples?
We got married after learning we had a shared love of
Oh.
all things crimson, so
Okay.
she'll definitely want something red.
Well, I think she will want something red, but I don't know if that's the thing you promised her.
I remain skeptical this will lead us to something his wife truly desires.
You and me both,
We're
Vice.
so close, I can taste it. Let's see, red. Yeah, I got nothing here. What do you think I should give her?
Every time you look away, your sister vanishes. Yeah, the little ones tend to do that. I have no clue. I mean, he said taste pretty strongly, and we know how much she loves apples. Apples are sweet, right? They are. They are. I mean, I don't know why I get confused. I eat stuff with apple in it a lot. I just don't eat raw apple much. I sort of fell out of that habit a long time ago. I'm gonna say something sweet.
Well, girls like sweet things, right?
Oh no, Nier, he is terrible with women, I forgot.
What, like apples? Yeah, she loves apples, but problem is she already eats them all the time.
Oh, that, you know, you're right, that it would be a problem. I mean, you could promise not to take her apples.
Flowers? Everyone loves a good flower.
Yeah, I don't feel like I've seen my wife giving two hoots about flowers, like, ever.
Oh, one more thing. I guess I also am bad at guessing, unless these are all wrong.
How about a fancy jewel?
Yeah, I guess she might have mentioned wanting something like that a long time ago. This
Okay,
is
they were all
getting
wrong
us
options. Okay.
nowhere.
Can you believe she actually married this lout?
I can.
You know what? Fine. I'll just get her apples, a red jewel, and some red flowers, and call it a day.
Oh, that's the worst idea, my guy. That's the worst. He's the tallest in her class and wears quite the obvious costume. Oh, okay. Yeah, anyway, red bag man, that is the worst option, because that means you are just telling her you did not know what she wants.
Should be easy enough for me to get the apples and flowers squared away in Seafront.
Oh, he's gonna ask me to go find a red jewel.
But I'll probably need your help finding a red jewel. So, what do you say? Help out a pal for old time's sake?
I'm probably not going to, but sure.
How could I say
I'll
no
say
when you
yes.
Look at us with those puppy dog eyes. Sure, we'll track you down a jewel.
Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you! Once you found it, just bring it right to my home in Seafront, okay?
Oh, okay, you got it. Anyway, can I go to Seafront now?
You know, I bet they sell red jewels at the Strange Things store.
Oh,
outside.
right.
Anywho, where you headed?
The Strange Things store. We actually saw that. I briefly glanced at it when we were looking for the weapons store. I think I mentioned it when we first found it too. But it is exclusively used for side quest items. That is the only thing you can buy there. And you cannot buy them ahead of time. You can only buy them once they are requested by someone. It's quite inconvenient. Anyways, weapon shop. That's what I was here for. I almost got distracted again. Don't get distracted too much. Down here. There's a weapon shop. I see it on the mini-map. Wait, no, I passed it up. I stopped looking at the mini-map for 1 second, I passed it up. This is not a weapon store. That is... Is it inside? This is... Is it on the roof? Oh, it is! Oh, I think this is the first time I've gone here in this entire playthrough. Hello, good sir.
We've got the latest in weapons from foreign land.
Aye, I would like to buy. Oh, those are expensive. I want to spell more stuff. Oh, it's a Spear of Usurper. That was the best weapon I had in Automata, pretty much. Yes, I need to sell some more things. Take some deer antlers, why don't you? Take 40 deer antlers. And that gives me barely enough. Okay, nice to know.
Thanks.
Does my inventory tell me how many weapons I'm at? I'm at 78% completion on the weapons. Okay, good. What weapon shops are left?
Where did that enormous ship
There's one in the Airy. Yep, we'll have to run over there. And there's a blacksmith brother. And then there's the 3 from the DLC.
You know, I bet they sell red jewels.
Yeah, I know. You're gonna tell me that every time, aren't you? Northern Plains, please, my friend. Actually, I wonder, if I can just count my weapons, I can probably figure out how many I'm missing. Let me see. Does it tell me, like, a number in here of how many I'm missing? No, it doesn't. Of course it doesn't. Oh, it's overcast. No lyrics. Boo. Come on, game. I want my lyrics. At this point, I should go and learn them. See, the issue, though... See, I thought many a times, I thought about learning the lyrics to one of the Nier songs. The issue, of course, is that they are not in a language. They're in Chaos language. Weight of the World has actual language versions, but I want like Nier Replicant music. Chosen one, though they don't keep score. I recall once there was Oh, first of all, I want to go over here and show something off. I'll finish the thought in a second, but if we look over here, we can actually see this is Kaine's Wreath of Flowers, but then that thing it's mounted on is actually the picture, the portrait she drew of her grandma. Oh, hold on, let me see if I can... Oh, I can't turn the camera while I'm in there. But you can kind of get a look at it from here. It's very, very difficult to do. But yeah, that right there is our only reference for what she looked like. That was the thing? Right. Back when I was in school, when I was very, very little, they had a similar thing where they had a teachers versus students event. Now, obviously, the students stood no chance. So instead of having it be a who-wins situation, the better the students did, the more rewards they got. And the rewards typically involved humiliating one of the teachers. It was interesting, to say the least. It's been a long time, though, so I don't quite recall everything that happened. Now then, over there is the shops. You know, I don't even know if the shop here has anything unique in it. I think it's just a rehash of items previously found. Because this is a temporary place. Let me see. Weapons. Here we are.
My weapons may not...
Yep, okay. It is literally just the same as the main village. Makes sense, though. After all, this place does get literally deleted off the map. Well, not off the map, but, you know, it's wiped. It's me, your friendly neighborhood Nier. Trying to figure out how to get back. Do I just jump over here? I think so. It's so hard to navigate this place. Also, where is the... Okay, no, I was gonna say where is like the dirt and stuff. Mentioned in the story, but I guess it, like I mentioned earlier, this place is just bigger in lore than it is in game. The kids here get awards to each other, and the teachers. Your sister got class hippie. You got a 6-7 award. I see. How intriguing. Okay, hold on. I want to get a look at the village. So I can see. Where would the dirt be? That's all stone. All stone. Okay, so I'm going to assume that in lore, the village extends over here somewhere. I don't know. It's always confused me. It always bugs me. But it's fine. Maybe the stories were written before the map was made. Last day exclusions are always so fun. They can be, yeah. I don't recall any last day things, though. I mean, we certainly had, like, end of school things, but not necessarily last day specifically. Though then again, that's just me being nitpicking. Oh, the clouds were still there. No lyrics. Also, I can't help but notice there's no armor on the shades out here. Like, usually there's a little bit. There is 0 right now. That's kind of crazy. Anyways, over to our final stop on our grand tour of all the stores. And that is the junk heap. That's also where we get to progress the plot a little bit. And while we're there, we are going to spend a lot of money on upgrades. Ow. Let me up. Oh, these ones have armor. Bum, 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 bum. You know, I'm wondering where the... So, if there's more than 3 weapons I missed outside of the store, I guess I'm gonna have to look up a list of side quests. Because that's the only other place I could... Well, okay, no. There could be items just on the floor in boxes somewhere. But I was smashing boxes every time I saw them the first playthrough, so I don't think I missed any of those. Oh, it's so hard to say. It's so hard to say. Oh, cutscene. Oh, is this the same? Oh, it's not. It's a new one. Oh, it's this one.
Don't let him escape!
Are we going to die, Mom? My child. You're almost grown up now, my child. Stay strong. You must run now, do you understand? Run as fast as you can. What about you? I'll challenge them and give you time to escape. No, you can't! Be safe, my child. Be safe and happy. Promise me that you will remember your mother. Mom? Mom, wait! Let's go together! Mom! You get a single caramel, what a scam. Oh, how unfortunate. Oh, I love getting a close look at what the shades look like when they're like standing upright. Because usually these little ones are always crouched over. Mom, no! Don't leave me! Mom, why? Oh, I skipped his voice line. Here he is! Here's the man! Oh, you guys don't know why I'm excited yet. Or maybe you do. Who's there?
Who are you?
I'm Khalil. What's your name?
Military defense robot, P-33. You are an intruder. You must be eliminated. Error. There is something leaking from your eyes.
I'm crying, you big dumb robot. I miss my mom.
What is crying? Who is Mom?
It doesn't matter. I can't see her ever again, because she's dead.
My creator is also dead. He perished hundreds of years ago.
Hundreds of years ago? Really?
874 years, 10 months, 14 days, 4 hours, and 43 minutes. 44 minutes.
Aren't you lonely?
I am incapable of being lonely, or missing others, or crying.
I'm crying because I don't want to die.
You will die.
If the humans catch me, they're gonna kill me.
Why will they kill you? I will not permit the humans to kill Khalil.
Huh?
Military defense robot P-33 will protect you.
You're gonna help me?
P-33 is charged with defending others. P-33 will defend Khalil.
Oh, hooray! Thanks, robot. And since we're friends now, I'm gonna call you Beepy. Alright, well, there's 2 interesting things to note. Back to your PC? Oh, how nice. Oh, okay, we're back to this cutscene.
There's gotta be
Okay.
tons of machinery.
Well, let's
here.
one play it before I talk about
I
that.
don't know how much we
was
can
about to
actually
talk
use.
about.
Oh wow! Check this out. It
Well,
looks
these guys
brand
clearly
new.
haven't played Arc Raiders. You can tear
Hey,
apart
be
everything.
careful, all right? This place is dangerous.
Oh, I've been playing so much Arc Raiders.
I'll be
I was
fine.
sick. I mentioned it previously, but I've been playing so much.
Oh no!
Huh?
Because when you aren't shooting people, it's a very relaxing
Look
game.
out! Huh?
No? What was the older brother's name? Is that Jacob? Yeah, it was Jacob. Jacob and Gideon. Oh, it's been so long. I'm trying to remember.
Jacob? Oh God.
No,
This
because it's
can't
been
be
like a month.
happening. Jacob! Jacob!
You brought your drawing gloves, so telling no work was done in Goobert. Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, you have a drawing tablet? Like one with a screen? Oh, that's nice. The one I have, it doesn't have a screen on it, so I can only use it when I'm at my PC. The benefit, of course, is I don't need like a drawing glove or anything, because it's not sensitive to finger touching that much. It does make drawing very weird, though. It took a while to get used to. I'm used to it now, though. Wow, that was scary. You just have a tablet that happens to have a pen? Oh, okay.
The noise of the intruders caused the structure to fail. They should have proceeded with more caution. One intruder has perished.
Oh, that's terrible. I don't think they were chasing me. They seemed nice. Well, that little scene gave us some context that, you know, the murdery brother does not need to be, well, it has misplaced murder. Like, misplaced murderous vibes. And a tunable things. First of all the way back in Automata. That was some deal. We got a pen too? Made the cover cheap or something. Oh, okay. I was saying, all the way back in Automata, when we were running through the factory the first time, or second time maybe, 2B and 9S had a conversation about what they used to make. And what they used to make was military robots, which they didn't know what those were. But they came to the conclusion that they were human-shaped weapons, and they're really weird. Those over there, that P-33, is, of course, the military robots they were talking about. Now, that's just a little thing. The big thing, though, is you remember our very first story time, maybe? The Flames of Prometheus? The one in which a robot gains sentience after recalling memories of someone from long ago. That robot there, P-33, is the same robot. Now, the translation that we were reading, he was called P-chan as his nickname, but in this game they translate it as Beepy. So we would have recognized that sooner if the translations were consistent.
Oh, hey there.
Anyway, hey Gideon.
It's been a while.
Nice metal arm.
You're the little one, aren't you? You've grown up.
How fares your brother?
My brother's been dead for 4 years.
Yeah, why didn't you come here for 4 years? Did you not need your weapons to be maintained?
It's okay.
Oh god, I forgot. He gets really close to the mic. Oh, wow, he just jump scared me. I'm pretty sure you guys can't hear that. I assume it's just like a Twitch audio thing. But yeah, I forget Gideon gets really, really close to the mic for some of these lines.
I need to ask you something.
What is it?
Like that one, yep, that's...
You heard any rumors about shades around here? Not the little ones. I'm looking for one that's unusually big and powerful.
No, I haven't heard about anything like that. But I haven't really been listening.
Oh man, it's so weird. It's like that line right there. Once again, you guys probably can't hear it. But he starts off normal, and then in the last sentence, he gets really close at the end.
All I want is to destroy robots.
That line was normal.
Just rip them up.
That line was normal.
Okay.
Yeah, you can't hear any differences. I imagine that would be the case.
Never mind then. See you later.
Wait!
Yes?
I recently got my hands on a weapon. A very powerful weapon. I thought you might get some use out of it.
Hey, look at that. We got the Iron Will again.
Don't we already have this weapon?
Shh. These things happen the second time around.
Oh, and there's our cheeky bit of fourth wall breaking. I think that's the only time that happens.
Better days.
Yeah, it's pretty beat up. I mean, there's potential, but it's fairly powerless right now.
It makes sense, though. This is like the only weapon they couldn't clear from inventory, because it's not a key item, it's a weapon.
Can you repair it?
And if we were relying on it, which a lot of people probably are, because you upgrade it for free pretty much, and it's really strong. They wouldn't want to take that from you.
If you'll fix it, I'll get the parts.
I'm so glad I decided not to throw this out. I'm gonna need some memory alloy.
I already have 99 memory alloy. Is that going to break this?
Only the real big enemies on the second
I don't think
basement
so.
level
I think you can just get
so
memory alloy after the
watch
quest.
yourself. Also, here's the passcode to get down there. Use it on the elevator.
Aye aye. B2 passcode.
You got it.
Anyway, can I upgrade some
I'm
stuff?
gonna need only the real big.
You got it.
By the way, what can I?
There
help
we
you
go. First of all, I'd like to buy items. Which, oh, you don't have any weapons for sale. Okay, I need to sell money though, because I'm poor. I'm gonna sell some eagle eggs. I will sell 30. I will sell 40 of them actually, because I don't think I'm gonna need a lot of these. And now it's time to upgrade it. All of my stuff. No, don't say that.
I'm gonna only the real.
You got it.
By the, what can I help
Yes,
you with?
strength and weapons. Forging. Oh, I don't get to actually look at them when I'm in here. So I won't get to like see step by step what they look like when they upgrade. Okay, you know, let's just give them all at once over.
Come back.
And I can we can play spot the difference. Yeah, the urge to play repo, but you need to finish your emote. I do that. Now let me see. Yeah, the quest is, it says I had 99 out of 1. Grimoire Vice. I want to give all my weapons a once over, appearance-wise. That's not what I wanted. That's fine. New details. Okay, Nameless Blade. We know that one is our starting weapon. It's been upgraded once. It's probably just going to get shinier. I imagine that'll be the case for most of them. Lily Leaf Sword. Probably also just gets shinier. Nirvana Dagger. I don't even know what's going to happen with that. Maybe the handle gets changed. Moonrise. I see a lot of potential for changes there. I'm not going to have a lot to say about these because I'm looking at the unupgraded versions. Oh, I remember this one. This one changes a lot. The rocks on it get knocked off, I'm pretty sure. Blade of Treachery. Beastbane. I don't know if the beast weapons change at all. Faith. That's going to get shinier 100%. It's a katana. In a Japanese game, they're going to. Yeah, this is going to get shinier. I already know that one. New update has been so fun. Aye. Phoenix Dagger. I don't know. Maybe they put jewels in the little holes. I don't think so, though. That would kind of defeat the purpose. Okay, that one's not going to change because it's a DLC weapon. That's not going to change. Once again, I think a lot of these are just going to get shinier. I remember some of them have something cool going on with them, though. Hey, Fang of the Twins. I don't know. Maybe there's something interesting with that. Vile Axe. I don't think I've ever wielded that weapon a single time. Also, something to note. You can see in this, like, in the basic description, a mage with a putrid soul imbued the essence of a fire lizard into this axe. What the heck is that from? Now, obviously, this is probably a reference to, like, Drakengard or something. But also, once again, something I bring up a lot. So there's that huge period of history where there's magic and stuff, and we just don't get to hear about it. It's very upsetting to me. I think the streaming video is 8 hours. Oh, wow. That is a long time. I think the longest I've gone is 7? I just don't really have a lot of time, usually. Spear of the Usurper, yeah. Devil Queen. Oh, it's just a halberd. Oh, I can't wait to read all the weapon stories. We're going to wait until, like, the next playthrough to do that. Let's see. Beast Curse. We've been using that one. Captain's Holy Spear. I think a lot of these are just Drakengard weapons, though. That's the DLC. And, okay, that's all of them. Okay. Let's upgrade them all and see what they look like. See if there's anything interesting.
By the, what can I help you with?
Let's see. Upgrade time. Oh, it does show us how they change. Okay, the Nameless Sword did not change. The Leaf Sword has a little bit of decoration on the hilt now. Has more. It's also curved more. Oh, is the blade getting thicker? Oh, okay, it's not the blade's getting thicker. The handle and the guard on it are getting bigger. Okay, that's nice. I really enjoy this little bit. It's a very little thing, but it's still cool. Anyway, that doesn't look like it changed. Oh, okay, now it gets a decoration. Okay, some of them, they don't upgrade it. They don't change it the first upgrade. Makes sense, though. Yeah, they just put this big gold thing on the side of it. Moonrise. Oh, this one changes a lot. It's that big yellow orb on it. Oh, and the blade turns red. Oh, that's really cool, actually. I like that. The rebirth. Big circle blade. Big circle blade. And the spikes turn red. I think the spikes got bigger too. I didn't notice that. Oh, this one though, I remember this, yes. The rocks come off. Yeah, look at that. And look, the weight actually goes down this one when you upgrade it, which is interesting, actually. Did the weight just go back up from moderate to heavy? Huh. Blade of Treachery. I can imagine this one changes a lot. I can already see it's getting shinier. Oh, it's not getting shinier. It's glowing blue. That's cool. This one changing? Oh, I actually ran out of iron ore. Oh, and that makes sense. That's actually a super common material. You actually did say really late, but it was worth it. Trying to get with my friend. Aye. Let's see. The Faith. Yep, it's getting better. Like, it's just getting... Oh, I was about to say, it's just getting shinier. Turns purple and green. Then you're giving a lot of these colors. I like that. I kind of wish they did this in Automata too, because Automata, you see your weapons flinging around all over the place. Hold on, they didn't turn the Overlord shiny? Really? I thought they did that, because that's why I was in Automata. Okay, that's interesting. Okay, anyway, yeah, just upgrade this one. This is just the DLC weapon. Oh, and I can't upgrade the Kusanagi either, because I don't have iron, probably, right? Yep, no iron. Okay, that's fine. We can just get iron the normal way. We can just buy iron, I think. Axe of Beheading. Oh, the blade got bigger. Okay. A lot of these don't change as much as I remember them being, but the ones that do change a lot. Like this one's the blade just got bigger. And they can join. Yeah. Vile Axe. I think the blades on this one's getting bigger too. It absolutely is, yeah. And the beast weapons don't change from what I noticed. Does the iron will get changed? It gets cleaner. Like they take the rust off of it, or maybe just it's turning more red. So maybe it's getting more rust. More rust? I'm not sure. I remember this was one of the few joys I had going through all these and looking at the differences when I was doing it the first time, because it was a real terrible grind. I am completely out of iron now. Oh, wonderful. The Sunrise. I remember that being a really good weapon. Oh yeah, the blade gets bigger. Beast Curse. I'm out of silver now too. Let's see. Okay, here's all the weapons we have remaining. Let's see. Iron, 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 iron. A little bit of silver. Yeah, mostly iron and silver. I can buy that from here though, right?
I'm gonna only the real.
You got it.
Buy. What can I help
Yes,
you?
I'd like to buy items, please. Hey, look at that! You do sell iron and silver. How wonderful! Give me 20 silver and 93 iron. And then I need to sell you. I need to sell you stuff. Oh man.
I'm gonna only the real.
I hate that it keeps knocking me all the way out of the menu.
What can I help you with?
No, don't buy. I need to sell. What do I have that's worth a lot that I don't need anymore? I've not used any Damascus steel, which means it's probably for the DLC weapons if I had to guess. Let's sell that.
Come back. I'm gonna only the real.
Oh, and when I say DLC weapons, I mean the original DLC weapons, not the what's it called?
By the way, what
The
can I help you with?
the Nier Automata DLC weapons. You have so many things you needed to get done now that you have affiliate active. So more stressful than I thought it would be. That's why I did that whole 1 week where I streamed every day and I made an emote every day. I figured it'd be good for my motivation, and it really was. It really, really was. I think I need to do that again, honestly, because I've been slacking so much. Like we saw earlier, my sound alerts, I did get around to making them when I was sick. Oh, I liked how that one changed. I kind of wish it looked like in Automata. Crazy, I got around to making the sound alerts, but they clearly are not working. So I need to do some offline testing for that. I'm out of iron again. Wow. The Captain's Holy Spear got a bit more menacing looking. Much more menacing looking, actually. Oh, and the Dragoon Lance changes color. Oh, and it changes again, completely again. I need 5 more silver and 11 more iron, at least.
Come back.
It's amazing how giving myself max amount of every material
What can I help you
isn't
with?
actually enough to upgrade all my stuff. I guess it's fine, because it's, you know, it's iron and silver. but still surprising. Anyway, give me 30 of that. 'Cause I feel like I might need it for the DLC weapon with how much it shows up
Come back.
in materials.
Only the
You got it.
By the way, what can I help you with?
Strengthen weapons, please. And Dragon Lance, it turns gold.
Come back.
And let's see. How many weapons do we have? 78%? 78%. You must be the only one stressing you. You just forgotten to do a ton of before you activated it. Now you feel the pressure all at once. Oh yeah, there is a ton to do. Now let me see. I want to get my good weapons out. First of all, I don't even know what weapons are good. I don't want to. No, don't read the story. Spoilers. What spear do I use? I guess we can just see which one is the best. Spear Usurper is pretty good. That's 600 damage. Sunrise is even more. But it's heavy. I guess the swing speed does not matter at all. Phoenix. Oh, I remember I used the Phoenix Spear a lot. And of course the DLC weapon is the best one. Of course. Yes, makes sense. So the spear we use from now on is Virtuous Dignity. The sword we use from now on, if I had to guess, is going to be the Iron Will, probably. Oh, Iron Will is actually not that great. Probably Phoenix Sword then, right? No? Oh, I guess all the DLC weapons are going to be the best ones. Okay, you got it. Hey, let's stick the words on us, shall we? Although, do the words only go on our spells? Oh, I haven't done my these in forever. I don't even know if they matter too much at this point, to be honest. Sure, I'll take 30% armor break. Is there anything that's better than that? I guess I can take 15% more attack power. Yeah, 15% attack power. I don't need XP rate, really. I also don't need a status effect, though. Do I? That's pretty much the only things available. Well, I guess I just take the XP rate. And now we have a Super Spear. Oh, nice. Do I go find the other two and just do the same thing? I guess so. Where's the attack power boost? Attack power boost. XP boost. Then we do it for the one more. There it is. Attack power boost. I don't even know if it can boost past 999. But I mean, I have it. So now we should shred through everything in the game. Most of the stuff we'll have to wait. You have to finish like 3 cosplays before the end of the month. Aye. Anyways, now that we hit really stupid hard. First of all, let's drop a memory alloy. Just in case we don't, so we don't break the quest. But I don't think we're supposed to have this many of it. We were expected to have some, I think, because you can get it. You know, in your previous run, and bring it here. There it is. Oh, I've actually spent quite a bit. That's fine. Into the cave we go. I already possess the memory alloy. Oh.
It's a shame about the
Wait, does that mean I can leave immediately?
He was but a child.
It might.
Sounds like you went into a dangerous area for the sake of the business.
It sounds like I can already just leave. Is that right? Do I get to skip that entire section? That'd be really nice. I can! Look at that. Okay, ready? What's a ship?
A large seagoing vessel that carries freight and passengers over bodies of water.
Yay, you're so great, Beepy. You've learned so much.
You have taught me much, Khalil. You have helped to expand my vocabulary. You have instructed me in the ways of the outside world.
Well, there's tons of stuff I don't know either. Maybe we should leave here and go explore the world.
Because we are friends.
That's right. It's gonna be so much fun. You're very excited to go to your first con, although very scared. I do hope you have fun. I've never been one for big events like that, personally. But maybe one day. Anyway, I guess this whole area you can skip if you're on your second playthrough, because they have that whole note about already having the Iron Will. Then you go in and you probably already have a memory alloy.
That's some pretty impressive stuff you found.
Yes, it is.
I'll start upgrading your weapon right away.
We already...
And since
You've already
you
done
did
that.
me a
Thank you.
favor, I won't even charge you for it. Well, actually, this is gonna take a... No
Yeah,
sense
it's
in
gonna take a
waiting.
while.
That would
We
be-
can skip the dialogue.
It appears we have some free time on our hands.
We do. Let's go speak with Popola.
Maybe Popola's found.
Very well.
Well, I must say, this whole stop by the junk heap has been rather uneventful. I kind of expected to go in there and smash some robots, but I already had memory alloy. In fact, even before I gave myself 99 of it, I already had some left over. You don't care for them either, but a friend invited you and you want to do a cosplay. Alright. Not a very big place either. Hard to have a massive con in a small country. Oh yeah, I can imagine that. Anyway, let's see how much damage I do to this guy. Oh, I'd shred him. Okay. You know what? So here's the thing. I don't want to do Force Myth today. Because it's just going to be me mashing. Oh, I didn't even notice the lyrics are out. They've been out for a while, actually. I guess that's why I didn't notice. It makes me so happy. But anyways, what was I saying? Right. I don't want to mash through Force of Myth today. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to go do the first stage of the DLC, because there's 3 stages of it. And then we'll call it a day for now. Because we aren't, even though it is barely longer than a regular stream, but we are technically already over the time that we would usually go. And by the time we finish the DLC, well, the first stage of it, maybe second stage, depending on what our level is, we should have been going for around 3.5 or 3 hours. One of the two. Now, let's save the game first. Hold on. I don't want to have to upgrade all those weapons again. Anyway, in here, DLC time. So the DLC, oh, let me pick these up. Is this it comes here on this little bookshelf and it appears in this when you get to your second playthrough.
What might that be?
And of course, because we're playing the remake of Nier Replicant, we get it for free.
It's Mom's diary.
I have not heard you speak much about your mother.
She got the Black Scrawl and died when I was little.
My apologies for bringing it up.
It's all right. I can barely remember her face anymore. This is the only thing I have left of her. Reading it helps remind me of when we were still a family.
Aye. For those of you who don't quite recall, in that one story we read about Nier making money in Seafront, he mentioned that his father was constantly away from town fighting Shades for his job, and his mother quickly got sick with the Black Scrawl. So his time as a family is very little, and Yona does not remember any of it because she was too young.
I see.
But the final entries get a little strange.
I think they also mentioned that she started going a bit nuts in her last days.
In what way?
Well, here, take a look.
And we open it up, and it's DLC time. Oh, it saves for me. How nice.
Say there. Can you not hear me?
Look at this! It's Papa Nier!
Why are you
In
standing
high
about
quality.
like a slack-jawed ninny?
Sorry. Felt like I was dreaming or something.
Complete with a voice actor, too.
Sleeping on one's feet is quite
Oh,
a
it's
talent
wonderful.
Indeed. Come now.
Look at how edgy
There's
he
the
is.
door.
He has this giant oversized
Let's go.
pauldron, the leather eye patch. I love him so much. So this was our main character in Nier Gestalt, which is the North American release of the original game. And notably, in the way the DLC worked in the original game, is that when you come in here, you get to play as the opposite character of your version. So in Nier Replicant, you got this guy, and in Nier Gestalt, you got young Nier. Yeah, look at him. I love him. Also, notably, he has the long hair still. Like, he keeps it tucked up like he does when he's in, like, young Nier form. But yeah, I think... I mean, obviously, we just call him Papa Nier. But I always like to imagine that this is what Nier's dad looked like. I don't know if that's canon or not, but that's how I imagine it. Anyway, here's the first DLC door. I think they explicitly tell me what level I need to be. Oh, they don't. I think the other two do. What level am I, though? I know the last one needs to be like level 60. Okay, I'm level 27. This should be fine. Now, as far as the DLC is concerned, oh, hold on. Is there going to be a thing before I get into it? I need to see that first. Oh, there is. This is the world of the recycled vessel, created to avoid the destruction of all. Oh yeah, so at the start and end of each level, I believe, we're going to hear a little bit... Oh, the bats are here. Yeah, we're going to hear a little bit of the diary entries. I don't know how strange they are. Because evidently, getting the Black Scrawl seemed to give some insight to Nier's mom for some reason. As far as the gameplay of these DLC levels is concerned, you just sort of run through these areas with color filters put on them, and you beat up shades while remixes of the songs from in-game plays. And let me tell you, the first time around, I got real tired of it, because when you're playing on hard mode, and everything has the max level armor, and everything has enough, like the same amount of HP as the boar does, you get real tired of the music real quick when it takes 30 minutes to clear every stage. Especially since these are supposed to be endgame super high level areas. Now this one, not so much. I'm one-shotting them because my weapon's fully upgraded and whatnot, but this is also the first one. They don't even tell you a level requirement beforehand. And none of them have requirements. They have suggestions, but this one's low enough that you're expected to do it as soon as you get to Route B, pretty much. Oh, I made it to the bottom? Can I jump over? I can. Oh, and this is not a new guy. Oh, he's dead already. But I did just remember, the DLC does actually have some new mini-bosses in it. That's not one of them. That's just one that barely shows up is all. The Black Scrawl. A lost destiny. A white book. A false truth. Okay. You know, I should probably just keep the magic button held down, shouldn't I? That would be the wise thing. My magic is not leveled up at all. It's not getting boosted. So it's not gonna one-shot like the spear does. That doesn't mean it's not... Okay. Well, at least Fine, I'll do the normal thing. I forget the spear really sucks at breaking through swords for some reason, of all things. Armor is fine, but you can't block through a sword. Even though it's made of shade material. Very odd. You know, fine, just give me the big sword. Where is it at? There it is. Anyway, what was I going to say? Right. The remixes. Although I got very tired of them way back in the day, I don't actually mind them. I think they're fine. As battle music, they're good. I just prefer the chill music, is all. I will say, though, this is... Ow. Did I buy healing? I did not. I never do. I will say, though, this is probably the part of the game where the combat is most interesting. Because this is explicitly just combat for the sake of combat. And they certainly designed it as such. I don't like how that tree keeps getting in my face, though. Oh, we're moving to the next arena, though. Oh, they give me heals. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, can you feel the late 2000s in this remix? Soldiers of Salt calling forth white death. They are legion, those who plunge the world into darkness. Ooh, that's an interesting little lore. They did not give you a lot of time to read it. But yeah, that's important. Where'd that last one go? There he is. Yeah, I can definitely feel the late 2000s in the way they did the remixes. Not that I don't like it. I certainly am fond of that era. If I wasn't, I probably would not like Danganronpa 1. And I love Danganronpa 1. Oh, I can't wait for that game to come out. You know, here's the thing. There's so many things I want to do here. So many things. And I have the issue of I already have so many things that I am trying to do. Like, so recently we've just been doing Nier and Ace Attorney. Well, recently we haven't been here at all. When we are here, we really just do Nier and Ace Attorney. We also have Cult of the Lamb and Terraria to finish, and Dark Souls 2. That's a lot. And I'd like to, like, just sit down and do them all in one go. Or at least get a lot of them done in one go. Because I feel like if I sat down for a day, I could do Dark Souls 2 and Cult of the Lamb in one sitting. Well, I wouldn't be sitting the whole time. I'd have to probably stand up at some point. But the point is I could do that, probably. But I just don't have the time recently. Because free time and time where I can stream are two different things. Oh. This is an annoying level. It's just a bunch of small guys teleporting around. You know, they give me heals. I'll use those very liberally. Was that all of them? Ah, that's all of them. Oh, hey, look at that. We got the first sword. Does that mean we finished the first stage? Really? That's the whole first stage? The dragon's corpse brought death to the world, delivering unto it the power of magic. Okay, we're not done yet. No, we just get the sword halfway through, or maybe right before the end. Oh, they turned my camera away from where the enemy spawned. It's very mean considering it's very hard to see the enemies in this room. At least when they're standing at the edge. Oh, camera. Please do not fight me. The camera really loves to fight you in the DLC here. Oh, that's not a new boss actually. No, it's not. It's just armored. It's an old boss, but armored this time. Oh, he canceled my spell. That's very rude of you. I mean, to be fair, I do a lot of damage with just the regular attacks. I don't need a spell. In fact, I do more damage with regular hits than the magic. I knew that, and I still tried to use it anyways. So I saw the magic and just instinctively went for it. You remember correctly? Cult of the Lamb is much bigger than it seems? Oh, okay. To be fair, the same thing could probably be said about Dark Souls 2. I would have no idea if that's the case, though. Okay, looks like you just need to make it to the final stage in order to get the weapon. You don't have to beat it. Oh, no, there's more stages. The black sickness stains the future. They journey to return the soulless vessels. Wow, they're giving me a lot of lore from this. Huh. Oh, look at this. These guys don't die immediately. Oh, they have armor. They do die pretty quick, though. You know, they're dropping medicinal herbs. Let's use them. Oh, I need to go this way. Oh, no. The sand platforming. My greatest weakness. Well, you know, my point still stands. I would really like to have a whole day where I can just sit down, do like a 12-hour stream or something, and clear out those two games. Because I feel like I could do it if it's that much time. Maybe not with Cult of the Lamb. I guess there's a lot of base building aspects to that I would want to do. And that may take up a huge chunk of time. Especially if I do the DLC. But I probably will do DLC. I like the game. I really do. But I don't know if the DLC will be on stream or not. Oh! Because like I said, I have a lot of things I want to do that are not just these games that I have. Like there's non-game stuff too. Oh my, the sand platforming. There we go. There we go. Almost done. Oh, and look at this, we got a mini-boss, but it's unarmored. And it's also the most basic variation, so I can actually just face tank it. Yeah, it's dead. You know, I don't remember how each phase of this DLC ends. Do I get a unique boss at the end of each one? Obtain the Kabuki outfit. Oh, that's the end of it. Oh, that's where you get the outfits from. Oh, right. And you can only change outfits in the main menu as well. I remember that. Because they told me at the end of Route B. Anyway, there's door number 2 of 3. I want to see what the level requirement is before we do it. Or before we even consider doing it. They're doing a really big stream like that for your anniversary? That was in the middle of the con. Ah, well, you can always just do it late or early. Since something terribly sinister behind this door. It may be difficult to endure unless you are at least level 28. I am, in fact, at least level 28. But you know what? We're coming up on the 3-hour mark. I think we'll save that for later. Man, we got a lot of lore from it, actually, surprisingly. So here's the important bits. The dragon came and brought magic. Well, death in the form of magic. So that's referring to the end of Drakengard 1. Oh, hold on. They're gonna talk.
I feel as if I've just awoken from a most unpleasant dream.
I know what you mean. That happens to me whenever I read it.
Aye. But yeah, that refers to the end of Drakengard 1, where the main protagonist and the dragon they ride upon are transported to the real world to fight the final boss. Not the real world. I guess in the universe, they're both the real world. But they're transported to another dimension, which is our dimension. And they fight the final boss dies, and then they die. And that's the start of the whole issues that this world has. And then the Legion came about because of the magic, which was the Salt people. And then the Black Scrawl. It's a whole thing. You know, I think what I want to do is when we finally beat this game, I want to go through and I want to make a lore thing. Like, I want to put a timeline with like Drakengard 3 on one end, well, not Drakengard 3, from Drakengard 1 on one end, and Year of Reincarnation on the other end, and I want to try and fill in all the blanks I can in the middle. And then I want to go through like a lore video or archive or something and see how accurate it was. That would be nice. Here, let's save game. Let's save game. Look at that. A 3-hour comeback stream? That is not bad. Oh. It's okay, it's not bad. Especially considering I'm coughing constantly from burning myself on the tea right at the start of the stream. That was really unfortunate, I gotta say. That was like terribly, terribly unfortunate that I did that. But, with that being said, where's my button? Where's my button? Oh, where's OBS? There's OBS. Thank you all for tuning in. This has been Seago Scuffed. I'm not gonna raid today, but I am signing off. Not sure what you'll do. I'm sure what you could do for an anniversary stream. Aye, well, I'm sure you can think of something. After all, I need to think of something still. But yep, I will see you all tomorrow. I will be here tomorrow, I promise. If I'm not here, I'm going to make a punishment reel. I don't know what'll be on it, but I'll ask people I know. But see you all tomorrow. Goodbye. See you then. Oh man, it feels so abrupt ending without a... What's it called? Ending without a raid. But we're doing it. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.